At 7:30, the start of a new series to Granada Plus, the return of those Lancashire lads, Cannon and Ball. First, the Coronation Street Omnibus.
Late last night, I didn't hear her come in.
Me neither.
Oh, well, no, you'd be lost in the world of dreams, wouldn't you? Ada, Brian, now, what's his name? Tilsley, that's it. Do his teeth shine just as white in your dreams?
Of course they do, because he's always beautifully tanned, isn't he? And he wears a tight T-shirt and even tighter blue jeans.
It must be a terrible shock when you see him in the flesh.
Hey, you haven't told Elsie about...
What, have you spoiled your big moment? Come on, what'd you take me for? Hey, shut up, she's coming down.
Ta-ra!
Good morning, Elsie. Enjoy the pyjamas, did
When
you?
did you get back?
Late last night, I got a lift back. Hey, you've done well for birthday cards, haven't you? Hey, what's this? Congratulations on your engagement. Susie, who?
Who do you think?
Well, you're a sly little devil, aren't you? You kept that under your hat,
Oh,
didn't you?
it's a secret from most folk.
Well, I knew it was your 21st, that's why I came dashing back last night, but engaged, well.
It's a big party tonight at the Rovers.
Get away. I presume it is to...
Brian the Teeth.
Oh, sure.
Oh, little Gail getting engaged. Oh, kid, I'm dead pleased for you. Yeah, but why is it a secret to most folk?
Ivy does not approve.
Oh, for heaven's sake, why?
She thinks Brian's too young, and I'm kidnapping him.
Very nice, this egg, love. Just right. Not too hard and not too soft.
I'm glad.
Hey, it's not one of Eddie Yates's eggs, is it?
No, it's not. I don't trust his eggs. What's he feeding them hens on any road? All sorts of rubbish, I'll bet.
You what? He reckons he get nothing but the best. Proper tack.
What, at Ogden's? You must be joking, they don't get proper tack. Hilda can make a marrow and broth posy last a week. She's known for it.
Hey, don't touch that hot cross bun. Get off it. It's mine. I've only had one this Easter.
So have I.
And rest.
Well, what's for my breakfast then?
Hope you like, as long as you get it yourself.
Oh, well, I can easily do that. Don't you worry.
Ivy, love.
Ivy, love what?
Come on, call it a day. Hold your hand up, admit defeat for everybody's sake. It's the party tonight.
What party?
Oh, and I forgot to tell you her mother's coming.
Her mother?
She rung up. I spoke to her on the phone. She sounds all right to me.
Oh, why shouldn't she be all right?
I don't know. It's the way Gail talks about...
Guess who that were? Only Vera Duckworth. She reckons she couldn't get this through the post box, so she brought it round herself.
It's a bit big, isn't it?
The whole world is beckoning. The future is yours. So set a dead reckoning and don't stop to pause.
Oh, my God.
It could change the whole course of your life, could that? It really could.
Hey, your mother's coming to the do.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm looking forward to meeting her. What's her name? I mean, her first name.
Audrey. Ordinary enough name, isn't it? I think I'll go and get dressed.
See what I mean?
It's going to be quite some do, this is.
In more ways than one.
Right, well, I'll do the select and the party. You're doing here. Now, that's a fair division of labour, isn't it?
Yeah, fair division, all right. It's just wrong way about.
How do you mean, wrong way about?
I'll do the select and party, and you do it here.
Well, I mean, there's more work in the select, Betty.
I know. There's also a party going on, you know, with food and a bit of fun.
Oh, I never thought of that.
That's settled then. I'm select. You're in here.
Aye.
What do you want?
Well, shouldn't I be in on this discussion?
Why, what's it got to do with you?
Oh, you don't look very far ahead, do you, for somebody what's supposed to be manager material? Now, see, Mrs. Walker's stopping at their Jonies, right? With a pain what shoots from the top of her head right down to her left kidney, according to her.
You might call it convenience pain.
Not to mention long.
Yeah, and Bet's on her holidays, so that leaves just you two to handle this party.
Well, we will.
Not the washing up you want. I reckon you need me for that.
Right, Hilda, you're on.
Right. Of course, being Easter Monday, it'll be double time.
Not on you.
Yeah, hang on. We can do with it. We've got enough at our plate in here.
Plus, all I can drink, which isn't very much, actually, and a bite of supper, right?
Right, Hilda.
Right, I'll see you this evening then. Oh, and I'll take my compulsory break between 10 and past, when I'll probably mingle with the guests. Ta-ra.
Should she not be coming to this party?
Come on, love, take your coat off and then you can sit down.
Yeah, let me get it flipping out.
How do you feel now?
How many times has she asked me that since we came out of hospital?
Half a dozen.
At least.
Come on, you can't.
Look, I can manage myself.
Honestly, when I want to help him, you'll not let me.
Where do you want this?
Oh, just leave it there, love. I'll take it up later. Now, come on, sit down. I mean it.
I'm not an invalid, you know. I feel as fit as a fiddle.
Does he look as fit as a fiddle?
Hey, don't you answer that. Just remember whose side you're on.
I'm saying no.
Coward.
Except I wish my missus thought as much of me.
Yeah, well, she thought it was snuffing it, didn't she? That always brings them up short, you know. They start counting the blessings that... It's only a joke, love.
Yeah. Would he stop for a cup of tea, then?
No, I better get home, thank you.
What he means is if he don't get it Rovers, he's going to dehydrate. Hey, do you think...
No!
Oh.
It's a good try, anyway. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for bringing us back, Len.
That's all right. It's good to see you home.
It's good to be back, mate. No idea.
Oh, you're right, you know. I never thought you would be again. Oh, I mean.
Hey, I'll take more than a blooming bang on the head to kill me, love. That's my strongest part.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll go and make that cuppa.
Hey, listen. Last time I was in this room, we had a row. Well, that's all behind us now, isn't it?
What do you think?
Aye. He'll be glad to be out of that spot, though.
Huh? Aye, I suppose he will.
I was in hospital once, you know, and I had my tonsils out. I was out in a few days, but a lot weren't.
Yes.
Big night for you tonight, isn't it, Bert?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, you're looking forward to it?
Well, I am, but I can't speak for some others.
Why not?
Ivy, well, you must have heard.
I thought she'd come round to it by now.
Yeah, she hasn't. Says she's not coming tonight.
I bet she does. She won't be able to resist it when it comes down to it. Am I right, Len?
Yeah, you have a look in the wardrobe, you find a new frock in there.
Yeah. Hey, you're both welcome to come, you know.
Oh, well, I would, love. Ram's singing at Gatsby.
That's very nice of you. I'll drop in later, eh?
Oh, while the cat's away.
Well, let's put it another way, eh? Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
Aye, look. WVS are here.
Cheeky. Is it all right to take these three?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yes, thanks. Hey, I bet you've got a new frock for tonight, Riley, haven't you?
Of course.
It's all free tonight, then, is it?
Why?
Well, I'm only asking, that's all. I mean, I don't know the fella very well. I don't know whether he's generous or not.
I've always found him very generous.
Well, that's not answering my question, is it?
Ooh, they look very good.
We've just one more tray and the cake to bring now. That's Mr. Dawson's present, the cake.
Oh, it's very kind of him.
Oh, I do hope everything goes off all right.
Why shouldn't it?
Well, I mean, it's such a happy occasion, isn't it?
Well, then it should go off all right.
Yes, but they don't always do their happy occasions. I mean, they've got a habit of turning out very unhappy. Oh, Mavis. And I thought I was pessimistic. Well, I'm not being pessimistic. I'm being realistic.
Yes, well, tonight you're going to be cheerful, else I want to know the reason why.
We're going to be the life and soul of the party, aren't we, Mavis? Or should it be lives and souls?
Yeah, well, think on you.
Come on, we'll go and bring the rest.
Lovely.
Bye.
OK, ta-ta, dear. Ta, love.
Oh, happy Easter, Mr. Tatlock.
He only said that at Christmas.
Oh, sorry, I spoke.
Is that all the grub there's going to be?
Oh, no, there's more to come. Why? You haven't been invited, have you?
Yeah, of course I have. Just wanted to make sure it was going to be worth me while turning up.
Right, you can open them. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, thanks. You shouldn't have them.
I know. I just couldn't help myself. Happy birthday.
Oh, it's beautiful. I bet it was expensive.
Well, I'll be broke for weeks.
Have you seen it? It's lovely.
Smashing, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous, Gail. Do you know, if I didn't know better, I would swear he bought it at Cartier's. You're only jealous.
Of course she is. I think it's lovely. Let's hope he goes on buying you expensive presents long after you're married.
You will, won't you?
Well, not when we're married. It's not allowed, is it?
No, you wouldn't think so. Some of the fellas I've been going out with.
Right, shut them again. Huh? You heard? Happy birthday, Gail. Where is it? Open it. Oh, Sue. I know I shouldn't, but I did, and I'll be broke for months. Oh, it's lovely. I think I'm going to cry.
Oh, I'm going.
Oh, hey, up, you daft paper. There's something from me.
Oh, Elsie. Oh, flipping heck, she is gonna cry. Oh, I'll go.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you daft thing. Wipe your nose.
I'm so happy.
I should think you are and all. She should be, shouldn't she, Brian?
Hey, don't. Your nose goes red when you cry.
Yeah, I bet yours does too. Gail, there's a visitor for you.
Hello, love.
Mother.
Oh, God. One of these days you'll sound glad to see me. You're him, aren't you? You're Brian.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you could have done worse, love. Much worse. At least he's got all his teeth.
Hey, that's what I always say. Sorry.
Well, seeing as my daughter isn't going to do it, I shall introduce myself. I'm Audrey Potter, and you must be...
Elsie Tanner.
Of course. And you're...
Susie, we spoke on the phone.
Oh, we did, didn't we? And how's me only daughter on her big day? Blooming by the look of it.
All right. No need to ask how you are.
Oh, I'm fine, love, as ever. I'm looking forward to tonight, though. Have you got a fella for me?
We'll have to see what we can do, won't we, Gail?
Well, come on, love. Let's have a look at your engagement ring.
Hey, you've got to get out here, you lot. You're missing a treat.
All day Coronation Street. From 7 in the morning to 11 at night.
This is the most boring bit of gossip I've ever heard in my life.
I've started, so I shall continue.
All the action, passion and sophistication
I feel like getting smashed.
of classic Coronation Street.
Well, I wish you luck. You'll need it.
Christmas Day, all day on Granada Plus.
I'm sorry, we'll just have to swallow it.
Nescafe Gold Blend. Coffee uniquely roasted for a golden aroma and a richer, smoother taste. It's a coffee to savor while you're waiting for an invitation. Whatever next?
There are many different ways to communicate, but with Nokia's range of mobile phones, it's never been easier. Our new Nokia 3110 phone, for instance, has the unique Navi key that performs every function. And with our Nokia communicator, it's as easy to fax as it is to phone. Nokia, connecting people.
This is a Christmas appeal from the NSPCC to ask if you can make a Christmas donation now to help save a child's life. Every child dreams about what they'd like for Christmas.
I want a mountain bike with 10 gears. I want a video game like my friend. I want a doll turns into a princess. I just don't want to be punched anymore.
This Christmas, there will be children whose only wish will be for the pain to go away. Children like Jane, beaten so badly her ribs were broken. Or Suzette, who survived winter with little heat, light or food. Or little Stephen, whose arm was brutally broken just because he cried. It's children like these the NSPCC will do all it can to protect. But we need your help to do it. Will you give an abused child the gift of £15 this Christmas? Your £15 will help pay for our work with children and their families. Your £15 will help keep our child protection helpline open for anyone to call who suspects a child is in danger. And your £15 means we can counsel more children to help put their nightmares behind them. So this Christmas, please imagine there's an extra child to buy a gift for, and call 0800 597 5000 now. That's 0800 597 5000. We're waiting for your call. Thank you.
Incredible surround sound by Philips. Tested on humans. Philips.
W.H. Smith is up to 40% off the best hardback books. Which means you'll have a bit of spare cash this Christmas. Whatever they're into, get into W.H. Smith.
They said action was out. They said flares had had it. They're both back.
Go, Bodie.
On Granada Plus.
Go, Doyle.
The Professionals. Okay, so they're not the most PC of guys.
Careful, I'm licensed to thrill.
Maybe the action's a little overblown.
Your life or mine?
And the hair's definitely dodgy.
Mine, I think.
The Professionals, tonight at 8, only on Granada Plus.
I'm off to the party then.
Are you?
Oh, come, Mum. Will you?
No.
Oh, please.
No. I haven't got the heart for it, Brian.
Oh, come on, you'll enjoy yourself. You know we'll... Come on, you like a knees up?
No, love. I'd only spoil it for everybody. I'm better off here.
You know, Mum, this is the first time you've ever let me down.
I heard that. And he's right. You are letting him down. On one of the most important days of his life.
Well, don't you think I don't know that? But I can't help myself.
I know you can't, love, so why the heck don't you let me try and help you then? Huh? Come on, what do you say?
Exactly how long is that flaming woman going to be in the bathroom?
At a rough guess, I should say about another hour.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. Listen, can I borrow your mascara? Mine is in the bathroom.
Help yourself.
Well, what do you make of her?
I like her. She's my soap.
Yeah, but she's not Gail's sort.
I shouldn't think she would be.
Has anybody got a fag? I've run out.
Yes, love, over there on the
Oh,
settee.
Tar, saved my life.
Have you finished in the bathroom?
Of course I have, love. Why? Were you waiting to get in?
Oh, no. Whatever gave you that idea?
Little matter. Am I right?
I'd say you wouldn't be far wrong.
Still, I'm the last one to talk. What does Gail say about me?
Oh, not a lot, actually.
Chalk and cheese.
Hmm?
Me and Gail. Me and my daughter. I like a good time.
Well, so does Gail.
Yeah, but she doesn't like me to have one, though.
Oh, well, kids are the same. They like mothers to be mothers.
Sounds like you might have had the same trouble yourself.
Oh, seen a bit of life. Got 2 kids of my own, you know.
Gail says you're divorced.
Only twice.
Oh. I'm not married.
Never?
No. Him I had Gail by, her father. It was all promises, you know. Course we'll get married, love. Just as soon as we've saved up a bit of money for a place of our own. We were living with his parents. He'd no intention. He'd gambled half his wages an hour after he got them. So I left him. I just took Gail and I went. And I never heard another word from him. Not a word.
Can't have been easy, you know, bringing Gail up all by yourself.
No, it wasn't easy. Still, I didn't let it get me down. But why should I? What good does it do you, having a long face?
That is what I always say.
You've worn very well, though, haven't you?
Thank you very much.
Is Gail all right? I mean, this lad, do you know him?
He's a very nice lad, is Brad.
He looks it.
Only, we have a bit of opposition from his mother.
Oh, why?
Oh, no reason. She's just being a mother, that's all.
It's not easy, is it?
Oh, you can say that again.
Well, how do I look?
Flipping gorgeous.
Fabulous. Really fabulous. Well, I better go and put my glad rags on.
Mum.
Yeah?
Oh, never mind.
Don't worry. It's your party.
You know so much. I like your mum.
She's all right. Just a bit overpowering.
Perhaps we might have come a bit too early, Emily.
I do.
Can you dance like that?
No.
Me
now. Look, my body just refuses to move in time to that sort of music.
I know what you mean.
It's a good example of the generation gap, I suppose. Yes.
Oh, hey, kid, it's boring.
Well, give it a chance.
Right now, a very special sound for a very special young lady on her very special day. Miss Gail Potter is 21 today. It's key at the door time with Smokey.
Did it take you long?
Just getting warmed up for you. Hey, you look great.
Have a good time, Gail. Have a good time, Gail.
Hey, he's not bad. You can have him. I've got mine.
And she looked at me with her dark brown eyes and she whispered, hasta la vista.
Easy when you know how.
So it seems.
Doesn't Gail look nice?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, give us a pint, Betty.
Sorry, love, I'm select. Mr. G's the bar.
Give us a pint, Fred.
Hang about, Willie. I'm not a flipping octopus.
Oh, it's going to be one of those nights, Albert. I say it's going to be one of those nights, Albert.
You don't know what time supper is, do you?
No. No idea. Hello there.
Hello. You haven't met Gail's mother, have you? This is Audrey. Len Fairclough, one-time friend and neighbour of mine.
You've got to be kidding. I mean, she can't be anybody's mum.
Oh, you know, I think you and me could have a lot in common.
Did I hear you say you wanted to order then?
Yes, a pint for me, gin and tonic for Elsie and Audrey.
I think I'll have a Pernod just to get me going, you know.
I can do that for you, love. Know what I mean?
Who's Steve McQueen when he's at home?
Somewhat to be avoided.
Unlike me.
Are they all like this round here? Not that I'm complaining.
They're all at a funny age, love.
All right, love.
Yes.
Right, what's everybody having? I've just drawn divvy.
Hi there, nice to see you. You don't know Audrey, do you? Gail's mother. This is Mr. and Mrs. Tilsley.
Bert and Ivy to you, love.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, right, well, I did ask what everyone was having, didn't I?
No, I'm in the chair. What is it now?
Right, well, just half for me and a lager for Ivy.
Fred! Aye.
I'll see you in a minute, love.
Well done.
Psychic, are you?
Yeah.
Wasn't easy. Know what I mean?
Excuse me, love. You.
Hey, Brian!
Yeah?
Look who's here!
Hi, Mum.
Fed up with it, love?
It's not really good.
You look tired, are you?
I'm a bit tired.
Why don't you go to bed?
You know, I think I will.
Would you like me to make you some hot milk or cocoa or something?
Look, I don't want any more of them hospital-type drinks, thank you very much. Good night, love.
Good night, love. Would you like me to put a hot water bottle in
Will
for
you stop fussing? Look, why don't you go down to Rovers for the last half hour?
On my own? Don't be daft.
Well, when I feel a bit better, we'll have a party, eh? Show them back in circulation and good as new. Hey, she can definitely dance your mum.
Yeah?
Hey, come on, Ivy. Let's show what we can do.
Oh, Bert, this is not our sort of music.
Come on, I said. Don't be such a bitty.
Hey, look at me, mum.
I'm too busy watching mine making a fool of herself.
Hey, can't we have a pit stop?
Are you tired already?
Well, I'm supposed to be a flipping invalid, me.
It doesn't exactly fill you, this food, does it?
I would have thought 3 helpings might have Mr. Tatlock.
Oh, drinks weren't free either. And they were supposed to be, you know.
Well, have you actually paid for one, Mr. Tatlock? Because you certainly haven't since you've been sitting here.
That's not the point.
Would you like to dance, Mrs. Bishop?
Are you under orders?
No, honest.
You're very gallant. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
I noticed nobody asked you to dance.
Oh, no. So what's new?
Hey, when are you going to start washing up again?
Just 5 minutes from my break left, Jack.
You're having longer on your break than you have at your work.
Ah, well, that's what they call workers' perks these days, Betty, didn't you know?
Ah, for some.
Don't go away.
I'm not moving.
And on into the night we roll with the hits, the sounds of the sensational times we live in.
Hang about, that's it. Sorry, folks, we're going to knock it on the head. Hey, sorry, listen, keep quiet, will you? There's a panda car parked outside. We've no licence for this lot, so I'm sorry, so knock it on the head. Knock it on the head.
Sorry, just a minute, I want to say something. Hey, could I have a bit of bush, please?
I've been
just
trying
a
to get
minute.
so much.
Hey, hang on, just a minute. Listen, I know you all know that today is Gail's 21st birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gail. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, hang on. There's also another reason for this party. I know some of you don't know that she's also just got herself engaged. Hey, I heard that. She's balmy and you're right. Mind you, I tried to warn her, but she wouldn't listen. No, but seriously, I'd just like to say that I think they make a right smashing couple.
I think I'm very lucky. Lucky to get Gail.
Get a kiss, then. Go on. That's the way.
Well, I'd just like to say that when these two are finished, the drinks are over at my place.
And off we go with conga.
Halt or I fire!
Ben Elton.
Thank you.
Emma Thompson. Hugh Laurie. Robbie Coltrane.
It's my painful duty to have to inform you
Magic!
that he died.
Terrific!
He died. Instantly.
Sorry, can we hold it there, please?
And Stephen Fry. Right on Comedy's back in Al Fresco tonight at 9:30 on Granada Plus.
There are many different ways to communicate, but with Nokia's range of mobile phones, it's never been easier. Our new Nokia 3110 phone, for instance, has the unique Navi key that performs every function. And with our Nokia communicator, it's as easy to fax as it is to phone. Nokia, connecting people.
Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
This is an NSPCC Christmas appeal to ask if you can give £15 now to help save a child's life.
So, let's find out what everyone got up to at Christmas. Rachel.
I saw Father Christmas in his magic grotto.
Gary.
We had Nanny and Grandad over.
What did you do at Christmas, Karen? Karen?
For goodness sake, why do you have to be so dramatic?
Stop with them, the problem is I just want to go to bed.
Why, if you could just
For abused children like Karen, Christmas isn't a time of loving and giving, but just another day of terror and pain. Between Christmas and New Year alone, we estimate one child under 5 dies following neglect or abuse.
Karen? Karen?
I think this.
You can help. Call 0800 597 5000 now. Just £15 will help us counsel abused children and work with families. And it'll help us to continue to be there for a child at risk, a child like Cam. So this Christmas, please imagine there's an extra child to buy a gift for, and call the NSPCC on 0800 597 5000 to give £15 or whatever you can. That's 0800 597 5000. We're waiting for your call now. Thank you.
Nescafe Gold Blend. Coffee uniquely roasted for a golden aroma and a richer, smoother taste. It's a coffee worth stopping a train for.
You took the coffee?
Whatever next.
Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make one heart the heart you sing to. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. And you will be happy too.
Play Santa with your Boots Advantage card this Christmas, and everyone can have a treat, especially you.
Football isn't anything for me except a very simple game whose importance has been inflated beyond reason.
I'm sorry, Pet. Can you hang on? Stanley Ogden's playing a blinder here.
Stop!
I've decided I'd like to start watching football.
What about the drama, the skill, the passion?
Well, they say it's very satisfying.
It is.
That's what it was invented for, to be played, not watched by mindless millions.
Thought you might say that.
I thought you were supposed to be fit.
So did I. You're them two. Still at it.
All right, Dad, you can stop now. Blame me partner, she won't stop flinging me from side to side.
Hey, she seems to be doing all right on her own.
Sorry, I just got carried away.
Hey, where's the booze?
Right, what's everyone having? You've got a choice, gin and beer or beer and gin?
Hey, I'll give you an hand with the bar because I've got a gift for it.
As well as the conga?
I am a dark horse, mate.
Well, the record player's there. Put some records on.
Give us a kiss first.
Oh, you're just greedy, you.
Stop.
Here, put him down, Gail.
You just get on with what you're doing.
Oh, you got here intact then. No broken limbs. Oh, was I making an exhibition of myself? I just seemed to go wild.
Not before time.
Oh, I felt almost wanton, and it real.
I'm too tired to get up for a drink.
Well, I'll go get you one just as soon as I've got my second wind.
Hey, was that Rita I saw outside the Rovers?
Well, I don't know, was it?
She's supposed to be singing at the Gatsby.
Gail's mother? Well, I'd never have guessed it.
Neither did anybody else. But you're coming out for a drink now, aren't you?
Just you try stopping me.
Good. Hey, and I don't want any bloodstains on my carpet, mind you. Ivy, come on, love.
No, I don't think I fancy it, Elsie.
Oh, don't be so daft. Grab her other arm, Rita. Come on, do as you tell.
Sorry, love, I'm just doing what I'm told.
I'd rather go home.
Oh, shut your face and get on with it. Hey, you're all over to come round after.
Oh, it's very kind of you, lovey. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Well, you heard what she said. I'm going to the party.
Well, what about all the washing up he contracted to do?
Betty, in another half hour, it'll be tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is just as good a time for washing up as tonight. There won't be no party tomorrow. Excuse me.
Phew.
Well, what do you think?
What do you mean, what do I think?
Well, Hilda's right, isn't she? I mean, we can clean up tomorrow. With Mrs. Walker being away, we're like our own bosses, aren't we?
I am the boss.
Well, give yourself the boss's perks. Leave the cleaning till tomorrow.
Why not?
Come on, I'll give you a tour around Elsie's settee.
Oh, look, if I'm not mistaken, you'll have eyes for somebody else, Freddy.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't you?
A
Upon my soul, my dear, tonic.
Thank you. That's enough tonic.
Well,
Yeah, love. Perhaps this will put new life into you.
Aye, perhaps it will.
Ooh, I've lost my seat to passion.
What's the matter with this?
Cheers.
Yes, darling.
I've told you, no violence. Is everything all right?
It couldn't be better.
You haven't met Len's wife, have you? Rita, this is Audrey, and vice versa.
Hello, love. I'll tell you what, your husband's got some very bony knees.
Has he? Do you know, I wouldn't know. Still, you'd have to sit on them to find that out, wouldn't you? Evening, Ayatollah.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be singing at the Gatsby.
No customers. Dead as mutton. Unlike here.
Having a great time here, aren't we?
Only has to keep having little rests.
I'd get you a drink, but
No. You sit there, love, and have your little rest. See you later.
She's harmless.
I'm not.
Here, what's happened to all the booze?
Well, that's all there was, Elsie.
well, where can we get some more then?
Is Rena still up, do you think?
Hey, I'll go and have a look.
No, you
sugar.
won't. This is my party, my treat. I won't be a tick.
Have you got any gin?
You'll have to have it neat, I'm afraid.
I'm not fussing.
She's a good mover, Gail's mother, isn't she? And Len's not bad with her either.
I wish me mum had stopped dancing with Len.
Well, seems to be enjoying himself. Mind you, I can't blame him.
That's typical of a man.
Hey, now is that any way to be talking to a bloke you've just got yourself engaged to?
It's just she annoys me.
Stop watching her all the time, then. She's only enjoying herself. Nobody else finds her annoying.
Except Rita.
Hello, ma'am. How long have you been here?
I've been upstairs.
Can I get you a drink?
No, I'm not.
You're having one. A double gin. Hey, see who the barman is.
Brian.
Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. To my party. Thanks for coming.
Oh, I thought it went very well.
Yeah.
I thought you looked lovely.
Thank you.
They are my chickadee, one large gin. Don't blame me, it's our Brian's idea. Hey, just all that, would you, love? Before you sup it, let this carpet feel your Italian heels.
Oh, hang on a minute, I've only just come in.
Oh, come on, kid. That conga's gone straight to me head.
Hey, don't know about your mum. What about me dad?
How does drink affect you, Emily?
Well, I've not had all that much experience, really. I got quite squiffy at Elsie's Christmas party off homemade wine.
But how does it affect you? You know, I mean, does it make you happier or more miserable or sexier?
Sick, really.
Gives me a headache. I often wonder if I had more, you know, before I had the headache, would I be a different person?
Well, you could always ignore the headache and break through the pain barrier, as it were.
Yes, I could, couldn't I? I might try that tonight, actually. Hello, girls.
Hello. Oh, it's quite lively, isn't it?
Look at her still writhing away.
Does it make a beautiful sight? That fake cloth spoils it, though.
I might get in trouble.
Ah, yes, you would, wouldn't you? Mind you, I did sneak in the back way, didn't I? Hey, you are coming across for a few minutes after, aren't you?
No, not me, love. You've got to be in the mood for a party, haven't you? And I'm not. Anyway, I'm still all in my mug.
Well, who noticed that? Not with that lot, they're all half-cut.
No, thanks. Next time.
Hey, by the way, how is Alf? I mean, I only got it second-hand, you know.
Oh, yes, you were away, weren't you, of course, when it happened. Well, it's progressing slowly, you know.
Oh, that's good. Can be a nasty thing, a knock on the head like that.
Yeah.
Still, he's always been healthy, Alf, hasn't he? I mean, it'll stand him in good stead, won't it?
Let's hope so.
Yeah. He is all right, isn't he?
Oh, yes, of course he is. He's sleeping like a baby at the moment.
No, well, that's all right. Oh, thanks for the bottle of wine.
Tell Gail I wish we were drinking it with her.
She's having a smashing time.
So she should. She'll not be 21 again. Mind you, she might get engaged again.
Not if she's got out to do with it, kid. See you.
Ta-da, love.
All day long, they work so hard.
nice couple, don't they? Gail and Brian.
Yeah, they do.
I'm told you don't approve.
No, not really.
Something about Gail?
No, I just think, I think our bride's too young. I mean, he's got a long way to go before he starts thinking of settling down.
Yeah, well, if he is thinking about it and he has got engaged, he couldn't do any better than Gail.
Perhaps not.
No perhaps about it.
Now then, how you not dancing, darling?
Oh, my, what big eyes you've got.
Come on, come have a shake with me.
Well, I don't think I'd like to be responsible for you doing much shaking, love. Besides, I promised to dance with Mr. Tilsley. You don't mind, do you, love?
I think she's a bit too frisky for you, Fred, if you don't mind me saying so.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Hello.
That's your partner, Len.
Huh?
Mrs. Potter. How old would you say she was? 40.
30.
Oh, different ages to different folk, obviously. Excuse me, Joe.
She's no more 30 than I'm Chinese.
Well, perhaps a bit more.
You're an old ramp for a club.
Can I help it if she fancies me?
You coming down to me before I murder you.
Don't forget I'm accustomed to a very good partner.
Keeping him in order.
Not difficult, love.
Go on, keep pouring. There's no need to be stingy. It's not as though it's your wine.
Since when have you been having wine?
Oh, us housewives drink a lot of it these days, didn't you know? Packet of washing powder and a bottle of plonk, that's the usual order. When you think about it, there is a connection.
Talk about washing. You'll be at the Rovers in the morning to do the washing up. If you're not, us will come after you.
Well, I might be. Then again, I might not. Depends on my hangover.
Excuse me. Oh, hello. Yeah, do you know you've been officially engaged for 4 hours?
I know.
It's wonderful. Isn't it about time he gave him his ring back?
Jealous, are we?
Come again.
Of your mate getting engaged.
Oh, give over.
It sounded like it to me.
Well, you couldn't be more wrong, could you, clever clogs? No, it's not for me. What's the point?
Exactly what I say.
And me.
It's a total dead loss.
Absolutely.
So, what say we prove it?
Hmm?
By finding somewhere more comfy.
Is she all right?
Yes, I'm all right. It's just if I open my eyes, everything goes blurred.
Oh, it's funny that. Everything goes blurred when I close mine.
Well, it will, won't it, you silly moo? Oh, Emily, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, I think I better go before I do something silly.
Me too. Lead the way.
No, you go first. There you are. Put my hand on your shoulder.
Steady as you go, girls.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Hey, come on, Bert. We better go. We've got to be at work in the morning, love.
Ah, you're right. Do you know, all my power seems to have left me all of a sudden. Hey, we better say goodnight to lovebirds.
I don't think they want disturbing.
They'll be all right, love. You take my word for it.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see, won't we? Come on.
Night.
Good night, love.
Good night,
I'm
Elsie.
coming with you.
Good night, love. I'll see you at the funny farm.
Ah, worse luck.
It's all right, love.
Good night,
Good
Bert.
night.
Are you awake for a club?
No.
I'm tired.
I'll nod off then.
Hey, you can have him back if you like.
Oh, no, thanks. He looks dead to me.
Anyway, listen, Bubbles, as I was saying now, on my day off, I usually go for a run in the country, you know. I know a few nice little country boozers.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, look, who's taking you home? I've got a little car with me.
Yeah, well, I've just this second decided to stay here.
How getting on, Fred?
Oh, well, so.
What did I say?
Sure, that's all right.
Yes, of course it's all right. You can sleep in Gail's bed, can't you, Gail? Your mum's staying here tonight. No good talking to them two, is it?
Hey, remember when you were like that?
No.
No, mate.
Hey, I think your mum just said she was stopping at night.
Did she? I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, it's raining in my heart.
Oh, that's better. Oh,
You shouldn't drink if it makes you ill.
I'm not ill, Betty. I'm just a bit fragile, aren't I?
Oh, Fred, you look terrible. I'd go back to bed if I was you.
I should have thought that's where you might have been, you know, in bed.
Yeah, well, there was. Go up at 7:30 as usual. But every time I moved my head, I got this terrible pain. Must have been all that cheap wine, you know. Anyhow, I took a couple of aspirins and went back to bed for a couple of hours. I'm right as rain now.
That's what I could do with Betty, a couple of aspirins. You don't happen to know if we have any upstairs, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right, don't shout. I'll just nick up in the bathroom, see if we have any up there. Excuse me.
Not going to get much work out of him today.
More to the point, love, am I going to get any work out of you? I mean, we've only got an hour to go before we open and you've not done Anne's turn yet.
No, that's true. But you know me, once I get going, I'm a tornado. Hey, there's just one little thing before we start, though.
What?
Well, all this mess were created yesterday, wasn't it?
Of course it was, you were here.
A public holiday. A double time day.
So?
So, I'll want double time for clearing it up, won't I? Still, don't you worry your head about it, Chuck. I'll put a special claim into Mrs. Walker. Now, I'll get started on the select, shall I? And you needn't look like that, Betty, love, as if somebody's just pinched your bum. The system's there to be exploited, you know, as Eddie Yates is always saying. Happy days are...
Hey, madam, do you know what time it is?
No.
It's only 8:30.
Is it?
Is it? Have you got the day off or something?
Emily said I could be late if I wanted.
Oh, well, you're late already. So am I, for that matter. Cool. Look at the state of this room.
Me mum and Susie will clear it up, don't worry.
Will they? Have you seen the state of them? Dead to the world. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, yeah. It was nice, though, wasn't it?
Hmm?
My party. Oh. Rovers and back here. Thanks for that, Elsie. Thanks for having them back here.
Oh, I enjoyed it too, you know. Mind you, I'll pay for it today. I've got a head like a boiler.
I think Ivy enjoyed herself.
Yes, with a little persuasion.
Better than her not being here at all.
Yeah. Your mum had a good time, you know.
So what's new?
You'd never think Gail was a daughter, though, would you? You know what I mean? Never in this world.
You might if you thought about it.
Now.
Well, maybe Gail's like she is. A bit more homely.
Gail's not homely. Whoa, you must be joking.
Well, quieter then. Because her mother's like she is.
What? I never saw her do out you could object to last night. Except perhaps make everybody else feel a lot happier, you know what I mean?
Yeah, including you.
Well, yeah, I don't deny it.
Look, all I'm saying is that Gail wants security because she's never got it from her own family.
Well, it's not a crime, is it?
No, it's not a crime. I'm off. Watch pots for me, love.
Yeah, ta-ra, love.
You've got a visitor, love.
Hello, Rita. You're a sight for sore eyes.
I expected you to be all pale and gaunt.
Gaunt, Tim, that'll be the day.
Yeah, well, she's put it round I'm still badly so she can keep me locked up in here.
It'll not do him any harm to take it easy for a few days, will it, Rita?
Definitely not.
Well, how did it go last night? I've heard that many reports.
Oh, it was very nice. I mean, we didn't stay too long, you know, about 2 o'clock.
I heard Len were cutting a bit of a dash in Rovers earlier on.
Who told you that?
Well, you know Mrs. Parker from Victoria Street, whose husband's always in Rovers for the last half hour? Well, he said that he'd seen Len with this woman. She told her daughter Jean, who works across the road, who told me when she came in for a barm cake this morning.
Heck, Mark only wasted his time, didn't he?
Well, who was she?
Hey, how much you don't know?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. It was Gail's mother.
Well, according to Jean, she was a bit of a bombshell.
Like I said, Gail's mother.
What time is it? Oh, you've surfaced then.
Have I? I'm not so sure. Is it worth it?
It's 10:30 if you must know. I expected you up hours since to help clear up. I don't want Elsie to come back and find this place in a mess.
Of course I'll clear up. Just leave it. You haven't got any tea brewed, have you?
I'll make some if you like.
Thanks, love. That would be smashing. My throat feels like a sandpit. You seem fairly bright and breezy.
I am.
It was a good party, wasn't it?
I thought so.
I didn't let you down, did I? Didn't show you up?
No.
Well, you don't seem so sure.
You were just you, as usual.
Well, is that so terrible, love? Me being me?
Well, it's not me.
So you want everyone to be like you, do you?
No, of course not.
Well, then.
You didn't show me up. In fact, everybody liked you.
Well, I found they do. Generally. Give us another chance, eh?
Chance?
You know what I mean. Look, I know I've not been up to much as a mother since, well, for quite a few years. Forever swanning off, fellas. But I always played fair when you were younger. I was never missing them.
It's true.
I'm making up for a lost youth, I suppose. Do you blame me?
No, I don't.
Good. You know, you can afford to be a bit generous, being so happy yourself.
I am happy.
Promise me one thing.
What?
Don't throw your youth away. I know you've got a ring on your finger. That's something I never had. But don't do anything daft.
Don't worry, I won't.
But if you do, you know where I live.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, do you know, I can't see. Do you know, I think I've gone blind.
Oh, isn't she a sight?
Terrible. Oh, look who's talking. You know oil painting yourself.
Hey, don't you talk to my mum like that. Oh.
Say, Oliver.
How do I know that's not one that's left over from last night?
Of course they are. They were all eaten last night, and from what I hear, most of them by you.
Well, they shouldn't invite folk if they don't expect you to eat much. Hey, look, part of that crust is missing. How about 10p for damaged goods?
20.
How many pies at 20p do you think I can buy out of my pension?
A lot.
Well, I'm going to have today, you know.
Oh, rubbish.
15p.
20.
I hope you never grow old and poor. And you will, you know.
I'm poor now, Albert.
Oh,
Come on.
You know, I still reckon it's one left over from last night.
Hey, you're in a bad mood, aren't you?
Still mixing with bad people. It even rubs off on me who wouldn't normally hurt to fly. And you needn't start your skiving. I've served 3 customers already.
Certainly, Betty, certainly. Anything you say. Yes, ladies.
2 G&Ts, please.
Certainly. And may I say how delectable you both look, seeing as you could have hardly been to bed.
Well, I wish I could say the same about you, love, but even your ball patch looks tired.
2 G&Ts.
Well, have you taken up permanent residence?
If you'll put me up.
Well, I would, love, for it's him. He shouldn't have such excitement.
How can I? Never get any.
Oh, you pig.
What are you?
No, my round. Just to say thank you all for a very good night.
Generous as well as beautiful.
You do fancy yourself, Perkle.
He always did.
There's our lad.
2 G&Ts.
And
A vodka, lad.
Fine.
Sure that's it?
for now.
What's up with him? Hangover?
She's just insulted him.
Well, he asked for it.
Poor Fred. I mean, he's like a bull at a gate in most things. Still, sensitive in other areas.
Oh, what a morning. Still, it's always like that, isn't it, after the holidays? Finished now, love?
Yes, love, very nice, that. Like a nice bit of liver.
Yes, I know you like liver. I'm afraid there's no afters, love. Unless you'd like to alternate in a fruit.
No, you're all right.
Pears? Now you like pears?
Look, I've had enough, love. I mean, you have me as fat as a pig, you know, all this food and no exercise.
Just trying to build you up, you know, get your strength back. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I'll make it.
No, you won't. I'll make it. Tell you what I've got, a vanilla. Now, you like vanilla?
Look, I've just told you I don't want any bloody afters. How many more times do I have to tell you?
I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
What's our lovely Dame Edna doing on this channel, you're wondering? The cameras are going to be poking and probing in little parts of me that have never been poked or probed before. Stripping for fame. Well, look, I have a mind, I have a body, and I try to keep them as far apart as possible. Am I old-fashioned? I think I might be. Lord Longford.
Would you agree we ought to take a much tougher line with pornography?
Some of it, I must admit, is a bit tame and could be a bit tougher.
An audience with Dame Edna tonight at 10 on Granada Plus.
now.
The Spice Can from Polaroid.
This is an NSPCC Christmas appeal to ask you for £15 to help save a child's life. When Tom was taken to casualty, his parents said he'd fallen on the floor and banged his head. In truth, X-rays revealed a large fracture to his skull, caused by repeated kicks and punches. Sarah was only 12. Her 22-year-old cousin claimed she led him on. In fact, he'd been secretly abusing her for many months. Fiona's mother said it wasn't her fault she was so thin, Fiona just didn't have much of an appetite. The NSPCC discovered she'd been seriously neglected and underfed. There's no excuse for child abuse. The NSPCC exists to protect abused children, but your support is vital. If donations stop coming in tomorrow, we wouldn't even be here next Christmas. So please call 0800 597 5000 and give £15 or whatever you can to help save a child's life. That's 0800 597 5000. So many children need us. Please, call us now.
Excuse me, think a disposable razor shaves as comfortably as his Gillette Sensor XL?
Yeah.
Well, try Sensor XL. It'll change your mind. After one shave with Sensor XL, we bet you don't go back. Because only Sensor XL has protective microfins for extra comfort.
Whoa.
And self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Disposables don't. And Sensor XL gives more shaves per blade than any disposable.
Excuse me?
Take the Sensor XL challenge. Bet you don't go back to disposables.
Hey, I want my Sensor XL back.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a big box of Thornton's Continental. Thornton's. Chocolate heaven since 1911.
I had a hammer in the morning, but in the evening, all over this land. I hammer out a danger, I hammer out a warning. I had a hammer.
Don't put it off. Put it on. Barclaycard.
Nescafe Gold Blend. Coffee uniquely roasted for a golden aroma and a richer, smoother taste. It's a coffee to savor while you're waiting for an invitation. Whatever next.
It's a game of two halves. Extraordinary scenes here.
They're both flat-chested.
Oh, referee! Bit of a crowd pleaser. This could go either way. Oh, I say! I don't believe it. Plenty here to keep the fans entertained.
You know, you could crack walnuts between them.
They've got to get this under control. She scored! Let's take a look at that again. Oh!
Blind Date, weekdays at 7 on Granada Plus.
Morning, girls. It's me. Chick, 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 chicken. Lay a little egg for me. Chick, 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 chicken.
Hey, Hilda!
What do you want?
A bit of flaming peace. They make enough row without you joining in.
You mind your own business. This is my backyard, and if I want to sing in it and my hens want to cluck in it, we can do. Any road is good for production. Scientists have proved that cows give more milk and hens lay more eggs when you give them a bit of music.
Oh, that's what you call it, is it? Anyway, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about first thing in the morning. As soon as a bit of light, there's a right flaming racket.
Yeah, well, it's their nature, isn't it? What do you want me to do, gag 'em?
Casserole 'em, boil 'em, roast 'em, anything. But let's have a bit of flaming peace.
Just jealousy, that's all. You're not the only one round here who can sing a bit, you know. Now then, have you been good girls? Let's have a look at... Oh, yes. Oh, very good. Oh! Hey, Stan! You have been good girls.
What's up?
Look here.
Blimey, 6. That's terrific.
Yeah, most they've ever laid, isn't it? Ah, didn't they do well?
That's 1 egg per hen. It means each one's laid one, doesn't it?
Little darlings.
Maybe some were laid, though, and some haven't. Maybe one hen laid the lot.
Oh, give over, don't talk so daft.
It could be. One bird doing all the work.
Oh, no, Stan. No, they're all good layers, them little darlings.
I think they know when you're encouraging them, you know. They like me singing to them and all.
Hey, and who wanted to get shut? Hey? Oh, ye of little faith.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't generally lay anything like as many as this, do they?
Are you knocking them? After what they've done for you this morning, are you knocking them?
No. No, they're good birds, I will say that. Aren't you? Yes, yeah, you're good little birds.
Hey, Betty.
What?
You reckon he's good looking, eh?
Who is it?
Why, is that Canadian fella, Pierre Thingy, you know, Prime Minister or something?
Ah, he's all right. What are you asking me for?
Well, I was just thinking, you know, he's the sort of bloke that birds go for, isn't he? You know, he's reckoned to be good looking, right? Going a bit thin on top.
That's not got a lot to do with it. I mean, look at Kojak. Then there's that other star, what's his name? Yul Brynner.
Oh, don't kid me, Betty. If Kojak came in here and his name was Alf Bloggs and he worked up at the abattoir and used to sit in that corner supping pints of mad, you'd take no flipping notice of him.
What's brought all this on? Hey, and while we're on the subject of fancying people and not fancying them, you were a little bit smitten the other night.
Me?
Yeah, you and Gail's mother, your eyes were nearly popping out your head.
Rubbish. Mind you, I admit she were worth looking at, you know, though bit obvious.
Yeah, it were a bit obvious that you fancied her.
I did a bit. Till I started talking to her and then, well, I went off her then.
Why, was she not up to your standards as a conversationalist?
She was very insulting, as a matter of fact.
How do you mean?
No, I'll not repeat
Oh,
it.
go on. You're among friends.
Well, she made remarks about my hair.
Your hair? What hair?
See, you're doing it now, aren't you? Just because you're going a bit thin on top, people think that you're fair game. Calling you Baldilocks and all that.
Oh, don't get sensitive about it. It doesn't matter how much hair a fella's got. That's not what women care about.
Of course it is. And I'm going to do something about it and all.
Like what?
Elizabeth, dear.
Yes?
I shall be out most of the morning.
Oh, yes.
So if you would open up, the float's all ready.
Yes, certainly, Mrs. Walker.
Shall I get the car out, Mrs. Walker?
No, thank you very much, Fred. On a nice spring morning, I prefer a walk. I thought I might call in on poor Alf.
Oh, what a good idea. He'll be getting fed up by now. I mean, fellas get restless, don't they, when they're stuck at home?
Depends on the man, of course. My dear Jack, who spent all his working and all his private life between these four walls, always seemed very well suited.
Now, what I mean is, Alf will be better when he can get back to work.
Yes, Alf is one of nature's workers. Yeah. I wish I could say the same for everyone.
Morning.
You are late again, Mrs. Ogden. 20 minutes this time.
Yeah, well, I'm very sorry, but you can't go by the clock when you've livestock to take care of.
By livestock, I presume you're referring to the half-dozen hens you have in your backyard?
Oh, now, whether it's half a dozen or 1,000, Mrs. Walker, it's all nature. Them hens have their own time, and I have to abide by it. I dare say we'd all be better and healthier if we lived by nature's clock.
Quite possibly. But as far as the Rovers is concerned, I intend to persist with Greenwich Mean Time, and so will you. Oh, Fred, as I shan't be using the car this morning...
Yes, Mrs. Walker.
It would be a good opportunity for you to wash and polish it.
Flippin' heck. I thought you were going to say I could borrow it.
No chance.
No, it's one of her Lady Muck days. Oh, I can always tell when she's got it on her.
Him and his chocolate novelties. Look at him. We'll never sell all these now. He's a flaming chocolate novelty all on his own, he is. Are you listening, Riley?
Of course I'm listening.
Then why don't you say something?
Because I wasn't aware that we were having a conversation. I didn't know you were talking to me. I didn't even know you were talking at me. I thought you were just indulging your bad temper.
I'm entitled to be bad-tempered. I'm lumber with all these Easter novelties because you let that drippy heartthrob persuade you into ordering all this lot.
Look, if you're referring to Derek...
Who else would I be referring to? Who else fits the description and goes round selling chocolate catastrophes?
Oh, it's very nice chocolate.
He conned you, you know that, don't you?
Look, I've always found Derek very sincere, whatever other faults he might have.
He's never shown his face in here since he dumped this lot on us, has he? And what did he say? Oh, yes, Mavis, I'll be around a lot in the future.
Oh, I expect his work keeps him busy.
He's keeping busy avoiding you. Until the next time he wants something. I mean, look what happened when he won that salesman's prize. Correction. He got it, you won it for him by ordering all this lot. Did he so much as take you for a night out?
Well, he as good as offered to.
He talked you into making a meal for him, and then he talked you out of having that prize.
You always take the lowest view of human nature, you. Well, I couldn't be like that.
I'm trying to open your eyes for you. Derek's the sort of bloke that gives women a hurt look with spaniel eyes and looks as if he just might cry. He's a con man.
Morning.
Just the man. I was hoping you'd come in. I've got something for you. Well, not so much you, more them kids you have across at youth centre.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, it's these Easter novelties. They are smashing. Very popular. Isn't it lovely chocolate, Mavis?
Well,
only I've put a few on one side for you. 'Cause I thought to myself, well, some of them kids you get across at the youth centre, they're never likely to see a chocolate novelty at home. So I put 3 dozen in a box for you. They normally sell at 20p, but you can have them at trade price 12p. Is that all right?
Very kind of you, Rita. Thanks for going to all the trouble.
Oh, nonsense. Don't mention
Right, well, I'll pop round this evening and we'll sort it out then.
Right.
And you call Derek a con man?
I wonder if I could shove another couple of dozen on him.
Another cup of tea?
No, really, Alf, I mustn't. Still got 1 or 2 errands to do.
How are things down at the Rovers now? I believe it was a right mess.
Well, we're getting back to normal, thank heaven. The bar was a shambles, but luckily it was more surface than structure.
That's like me, I reckon. You know, no visible damage to the structure.
Oh, Alf, it's wonderful that you can joke about it. You gave us such a terrible fright, and here you are.
Yeah, well, they can't get rid of me that easy.
We missed you very much at the Rovers.
Well, you know me. I'd have been down there first day I was out of hospital, but Reedy said take it easy.
Oh, she's quite right. You've got to take things steadily.
I suppose so.
I hope Al's been looking after you, Mrs. Walker.
Indeed he has, dear. And I'm so pleased to see that he's looked after so well.
Ah, well, she's a right little mother hen, is Reenie, you know. Mrs. Walker was just saying, when am I going down for a pint? I think that's what she came around for, to drum up a bit of trade.
What a thing to say.
Oh, he knows me better than that, dear.
Yeah, I think I'll have a walk down this dinner time.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do. Listen, a pint at the Rovers is not going to kill me. Mind you, last one I had nearly did.
Oh, don't.
Just a joke, love.
No, but even so.
Oh, well, it's nice to have him back, his old robust self. Bye-bye, love.
Ah. I'll see you
Oh,
out.
I'll see you later.
Yes. Hey, and tell Fred to put a good barrel on.
Here, double egg and chips twice, that do you?
Marvellous, Mrs. Holt. Smashing.
Oh, who's this? Oh, hello, Ken. Come on in.
Ah, thank you. Oh, I see you're having your lunch. I'll come back later.
No, you're all right. Go on in.
Hello.
Yeah, sit yourself down. Oh, you're not into these two. You've as much chance of stopping a mechanical shovel as ours, Stan. And Eddie's not behind the door neither when it comes to getting his dinner down him.
They're our own eggs, you know, Ken. Collected this morning, just fried by Hilda. Great.
Yes, smashing.
Fried to perfection. If you haven't tasted Hilda's frying, you haven't lived. Hey, Stan, give him one of your chips and let him dip it in your yolk.
Let him have one of your chips, dip it in your yolk.
I'll tell you what, one of my chips in your yolk.
My chip, your egg.
Done. Go on.
You know, if only the coal board and the miners were as good at negotiating as you two. Yeah, it's delicious. Very good.
You'd not get that flavour with shop eggs.
If we can grow some spuds, we can have an homegrown dinner.
Do you know, that's a marvellous vision, that, Stanley.
Yeah.
Nah, we haven't got room for spuds.
I don't mind bought potatoes, me. No, it's the eggs, that's where you want your own.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. But then you pay for freshness, I suppose.
No, just go out in the yard and see what the hens have laid.
Oh, no, you mean the cost of feeding them?
Oh, yeah, you got to feed them.
Yeah, but it must cost quite a bit, doesn't it? I mean, have you actually totted it up? You know, the price you pay for the corn, that is the running cost, divided by the number of eggs laid and so on.
No, we've not worked it out like that, no.
Well, there's no need, is there?
No, we're quids in. Quids in.
Oh, well, I'm very glad to hear it, because the reason I've come round is to sell you some raffle tickets for the old folks' outing. So, seeing as you're rolling in it,
They are, my dear.
Darling.
Thank you.
Hello, Alf. Oh, it is nice to see you.
Hello, Betty. Albert.
How do? Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, well, I said I'd have a walk down. Do you know, it seems ages since I was in here. The fellow missus is local, you know.
And we've missed you at the Rovers too, haven't we, Elizabeth?
Haven't all.
Aye, well, I'll have a pint of bitter then. And rum for Albert. What you having, Betty? And you too, Annie.
Indeed we shall, but the drinks are on there, I'd
No,
say.
I'll get 'em.
No, don't argue with her. You can pay for the next lot.
Oh, right. Some things around here never change. It's a marvellous feeling, you know, to be able to do the ordinary things again, like coming into your local. I'm looking forward to getting back to work and all.
Just about the worst thing you can do.
Nay, I'm right enough now, Albert.
Look, if you go back to work, it'll cost you money.
How do you make that up?
Well, you'll be claiming compensation, won't you?
Well, I suppose so.
Aye. But if you go back to work, it'll look as though you've never suffered out. Pain and suffering's what you want from the lorry driver's insurance.
Yeah, well, I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Mr. Tatlock's perfectly right, you know. What you may have suffered may have been nobody's fault, but you're entitled to get what compensation you can for that suffering.
Hello, Fred. You been shopping?
Oh, aye.
What have you been buying?
Oh, quite nothing.
Mind your own business, Betty.
The point, as I see it, is this, Alf. When a man has suffered as you have done, then he has the right, no, he has the duty to claim whatever compensation he can get for that suffering.
This is my boss, Jonathan Hart, a self-made millionaire. He's quite a guy. This is Mrs. H. She's gorgeous. She's one lady who knows how to take care of herself. By the way, my name is Max. I take care of both of them, which ain't easy. Because when they met, it was murder.
Kiss, kiss, kill, kill. Murder and marriage unite in Heart to Heart. Weekdays at 11 and 8 on Granada Plus.
So, Mum, what's the news? How's my no-good brother?
You see, like many of us chaps, our friend here is trying to kill several birds with one conversational stone. Now, mothers, do you do this?
Your brother? Oh, he's fine. Well, fine as you can be when you're settling into a new city.
Naturally, she wants to keep her children in touch, but does it encourage them to talk to each other less? What about a bit of this? Well, not this, obviously.
So how's my no-good brother?
Terrible news.
What?
He's trapped under a particularly heavy object, so he can possibly make it to the phone even if you did actually ring him up.
Irony. She's being ironic.
OK, Mum, you've made your point. Bye.
Hello? My long-lost brother. How are you?
It's good to talk.
Isn't it funny how every Christmas you seem to be doing hard labour in the kitchen?
Any chance of a drink, love?
That's why this Christmas Asda have got 2,000 new ideas and all at permanently low prices, like time-saving peeled and chopped vegetables ready to cook, pork loins with apricot and orange stuffing, ready-to-roast stuffed turkey breasts, and luxury Christmas puddings like Black Forest or Chocolate Orange. 2,000 new ideas and permanently low prices forever. That's Asda price.
It's Christmas!
Just for the fun of it, the break from being a mama bear. Just for the buzz of it, she does, she doesn't, she does of it. Just for the try, the buy, the absolutely positively have to die for it. Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
You want more for your family than just clean skin. You want to keep their skin healthy too. That's why you want Sanex Bath and Shower Gel. Sanex contains moisturizers and an antibacterial agent to help protect and keep their skin and yours healthy. Sanex helps keep skin healthy.
At W.H. Smith, there's up to 40% off the best hardback books. Which means you'll have a bit of spare cash this Christmas. Whatever they're into, get into W.H. Smith.
Bendix of Mayfair. It's not just the thought that counts, it's the chocolates.
Hey, you're gonna get out here, you lot. You're missing a treat.
All day Coronation Street. From 7 in the morning to 11 at night.
This is the most boring bit of gossip I've ever heard in my life.
I've started, so I shall continue.
All the action, passion and sophistication
I feel like getting smashed.
of classic Coronation Street.
Well, I wish you luck. You'll need it.
Christmas Day, all day, on Granada Plus.
I'm sorry, we'll just have to swallow it.
OK, my love. See you, Eddie.
Right,
Try
bye.
Whew. Another session over, and I'm not sorry.
We'll finish clearing up, Elizabeth, and then what would you say to a pot of tea?
Oh, lovely.
And I've got rather a nice walnut cake.
Sounds just right.
I see that we want some more tonics and ginger ales before we open up this evening. I should tell Fred.
Yeah.
No, Mrs. Walker.
Fred, I was just saying to Elizabeth...
Yes, Mr. Walker.
I was just saying to Elizabeth that we shall need some more tonics and ginger ales before we open up this evening.
Right, Mrs. Walker.
Fred?
Yes?
We'll be making a pot of tea in a little while, if you'd fancy a cup.
No, it's all right. I won't bother. Thanks all the same.
Yeah. Hey, he's got a wig on.
I know, it gave me quite a turn.
I couldn't believe me eyes. I thought I was seeing things.
I didn't realise it fully at first. Knew there was something wrong, something that wasn't right.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, I was just going to say to him, what's up with you today? You know, something like that.
I know, that's why I restrained you, dear, because I think it's up to him to draw our attention to it.
Huh? And but to mention it then, I mean, won't you think we've not noticed?
I think we've got to walk very warily, probably very self-conscious about it.
Well, I don't want to hurt his feelings, I'm sure.
No, it's very easy to do it.
Yeah, but what about when we open up and he's at the back of the bar? I mean, the customers aren't going to be backward at coming forward now, are they?
No.
Oh, what are the regulars going to say to him?
I dread to think.
Oh, I see, you got some of these chocolate things. Rita's got a lot of those over at the cabin.
Well, you know why, don't you? Because Mavis's boyfriend, Derek Wilton, sells them for a living. Mavis bought a load for the cabin, and then when she came to work here, well, she bought some for here, too.
All right, dead lost they are and all.
Well. Rita told me she was doing me a favour. She, saved me 3 dozen for the kids over at the centre.
How much?
12p a piece.
I'll do 3 dozen at 10p a piece.
Oh, well, I haven't collected them yet, and, haven't paid Rita.
Well, has Rita bought any raffle tickets yet?
Not yet.
Well, there you are, you see. All's fair in love and the corner shop. What do you think?
All right, done. I'll take them now.
Now, there's 2 dozen, love, there. Can you put the rest in? That's, 3 dozen at 10p, that's £3.60. Go on, call it £3.50 for cash.
Great. Thanks very much. There you are.
Thanks a lot, love.
10 and 2 is 12.
Well, lovely. Thank you. Well, hope they like them.
Sure they will. Ta-da, love.
Bye.
You know who's going to get some stick from Rita when she is, don't you? Mavis.
And so she should. It were her that landed us with all these, you know. I don't want to nag you, love, but you do look weary.
Well, I am a bit.
Come on, let's go and sit down. I'll put kettle on while with a bit of peace.
Could I have another half a bitter in there, please,
Yeah.
Betty? What do you want, kid? A lager?
Ah, go on then. Right, Chuck.
Evening.
Hi, evening.
Give over. What's up with our house and nudging? God, blimey.
Hey, shut up.
34 people is there.
Charlotte.
Yeah, what's up with him? He got himself one of them, you know, them topi things. He hasn't said anything, so I've not said anything to him.
Oh, you do right, Betty. Well, I'll not say anything, and you mustn't say anything.
Hey, kid, but what does he look like? Good evening, ladies.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Walker. Where did Fred get all that hair from?
You've noticed?
Well, you can't help but notice.
He just appeared this afternoon without saying a word. He hasn't mentioned it to either Elizabeth or myself.
Does he think nobody spotted it?
I don't know, dear, but we feel that it's better that Fred should raise the matter.
You mean like a hat? Well, I won't say a word, Mrs. Walker. You needn't use that tone. I wasn't using any tone. Oh, yes, you were. It means Mavis is sensitive and sympathetic and Rita Fairclough's dead rough.
Oh, dear.
I'll do, Albert.
Well, no. Give us half a pint of mild. What the heck have you got on your head?
Pardon?
You've got a wig on.
It's hairpiece, isn't it? You're the first to notice.
Give over. It's supposed to stay out, that's all.
What do you want to wear a wig for?
Well, it smartens you up, doesn't it? You know, your general appearance.
You look all right anyway.
It doesn't suit you, Fred, you know what I mean? For a start off, you see, your hair looks 20, but your face looks 50.
Look, it's only a hairpiece, isn't it? Women wear them all the time. Why shouldn't chaps wear them?
Well, it's vanity, isn't it? Shows the fellow thinks too much of himself.
Now, Mr. Tatlock, that is not fair. Everyone is entitled to make the best of themselves.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker.
Although, speaking frankly, Fred, in your case, I am not convinced you have succeeded.
Fred, if it's not a rude question, how much did it cost?
You got it on National Health.
Did I get it on National Health? It were private, this, and it weren't cheap. It's real human hair, this.
Oh, aye. But whose?
Yeah, whose hair have you got on, kid? Do you know I've gone all creepy, mate? I fancy walking about with somebody else's hair on. Hey, you don't even know whose.
It's like wearing somebody else's false teeth.
Look, you lot are only going on because you knew me before. If you didn't and you were meeting me for the first time, well, you'd never know.
Of course we would. He stands out a mile.
Let them notice, love. I think you look very nice. What do you think, Mavis?
Yes, what do you think, Mavis?
Well,
Well, what do you think?
well, I expect you'd be glad of it in the colder weather.
All right, go on, have a good giggle. Go on, have a good giggle. Get it out of your systems.
Right, that's 16, 19, 3, that's 38. 38 off 242 is... 242 is 204 I want.
Give us them arrows. Oh, look, will you shut up? I can't hear myself think with you two going on.
What are you doing, Hilda?
Sums.
Yeah, what kind of sums?
Feeding the hens. Now then, just a minute. 62 and 47.
60, 21.
Is-
81 score off 237, that's...
£1.19.
146.
81 off 237, it's never 146.
No, just a minute, I'm wrong here. No, 62 and 47,
It's
and carry
146.
94 from the last lot.
No, 156. 156 it is.
Oh, aye.
20.
Oh.
20.
Shut up!
Oh, well, you put me right off me stroke, then.
Yeah, well, just listen here a minute. I'll put you off your stroke good and proper. Now then, I've been totting up what we've been spending on them hens and dividing it by the number of eggs we're getting.
What about it?
They're not laying enough.
They laid 6 this morning.
Oh, aye, this morning, but what's the usual? 2.
Oh, no. They're 3.
Well, 2.5.
Yeah, but for what we're paying out, we could be buying them at the corner shop and getting a dozen more.
Give over.
That can't be right.
Well, it is right. Now, I'm not spending my housekeeping on birds what don't pull their weight. Get enough of that with you two. And I'm not keeping them as pets, so they'll have to go.
Thanks very much, love. Bye-bye, love. Now, Mrs. Walker.
Well, I'm after something for my supper, something appetizing, and I feel in the mood for soup. Now, have you got a tin of vichyssoise?
Vichyssoise? Well, I'm afraid I don't stock it.
Oh, dear. And you know, it is quite excellent, especially if you add a drop of cream just before serving. Well, I'll have to have second thoughts, won't I? You do have game soups.
Game soup? Well, the nearest I've got to game soup is oxtail. It's very nice.
My dear, I'd hardly call oxtail game, would you? I've never heard the sportsmen going out with their guns after oxen. I did think you'd stock game soups.
Well, you know what it's like around here. There's no demand for it.
But surely, dear, the fact that I'm here demanding it proves otherwise. You know, I really do think you would be wise to stock better items. I think it would raise the standard.
Right, that's enough. Don't you come in here telling my wife what to stock.
Oh.
You've always been the same, you. Better than anybody else round here. A cut above. Well, that's what you think.
Alf, I don't know.
Because it's all stuck on, it's all swank. Without them airs and graces, you're nothing.
Alfred, don't get upset.
No, I've had enough. It's time somebody told her. You've picked on a lot of people round here in your time, sneering at them and making them feel small and common. Well, you're not picking on my wife.
Alfred, stop it.
That's it. Go on, up it. Coming in here throwing her weight about. We don't need it. Note a pound, that woman.
Yes, right. Well, you've certainly got a piece of wood stuck to your tongue.
Ain't scared of nothing. You hear me?
Unfortunately, Jenny has got a big crack problem.
Yeah, that's right. My Levi's keep slipping down.
What is that banging?
Hale and Pace, weeknights at 9:30 on Granada Plus.
Nescafe Gold Blend. Coffee uniquely roasted for a golden aroma and a richer, smoother taste. It's a coffee worth stopping a train for.
You took the coffee.
Whatever next?
Right now, Vision Express is offering 50% off hundreds of frames, including designer names.
I like these.
50% off frames, Vision Express, you'll see.
Something to practice over martini this Christmas.
Voglio sentirti dire tu ami me.
What are we going to do now?
The Spice Can from Polaroid.
You see, there's so many people with bad manners now. They don't say please, they don't say thank you, they don't say excuse me, they don't open a door for a woman.
Just because some little pipsqueak says that we got to do something, it's all yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full. I'm sick of it. I've had it up to here, honestly. We want to do what we want to do. What we want is we know what we want. We want to stick with what we want. We want separate, different things.
Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Honey, what did you send Tim in London last year?
Sweater. With funny little reindeer on it.
Huh.
Isn't it funny how Christmas parties are always a bit predictable?
Punch. Please.
That's why this Christmas Asda have got 2,000 new ideas, all at permanently low prices. Imagine all the latest collections from George. Cool. Turkey and cranberry pies and flavoured vodkas before your eyes. 2,000 new ideas and permanently low prices forever. That's Asda price.
It's Christmas!
At W.H. Smith, there's up to 40% off the best hardback books. Which means you'll have a bit of spare cash this Christmas. Whatever they're into, get into W.H. Smith.
Excuse me,
think a disposable razor shaves as comfortably as his Gillette Sensor XL?
Yeah.
Well, try Sensor XL. It'll change your mind. After one shave with Sensor XL, we bet you don't go back. Because only Sensor XL has protective microfins for extra comfort.
Whoa.
And self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Disposables don't. And Sensor XL gives more shaves per blade than any disposable.
Excuse me?
Take the Sensor XL challenge. Bet you don't go back to disposables.
Hey, I want my Sensor XL back.
Halt or I fire! Yippee!
Ben Elton.
Thank you.
Emma Thompson.
What?
Hugh Laurie. Robbie Coltrane.
It's my painful duty to have to inform you
Magic! Magic!
that he died.
Terrific!
He died. Instantly.
Sorry, can we hold it there, please?
And Stephen Fry. Right on Comedy's back in Al Fresco, tonight at 9:30 on Granada Plus.
Morning, girls. And how are you doing this morning, eh? Hey? And how are you, Mrs. Walker? Hey? Looking very spruce, very chirpy, aren't you? Have you got some nice little eggs for us, have you? Hey? Well, let's have a look. Now then, let's see what you've got. Come on, girls. That's it. Come on, shift out the way. Come on, shift out of... Oh. Right. Now then, have you got an egg for Uncle Eddie, eh? That's it. Now, come on, shift. That's it, girl.
What's the score?
Have you been at this?
I've just got up with me.
Is your elder?
How should I know?
Well, that's it then. Just a couple.
That's a chop, that's it, isn't it?
You haven't turned against them at all, have you?
No, it's our elder, what she said, didn't you? No eggs today, no eggs tomorrow.
Just when she was coming round and all.
That's what you always say, innit?
Where is she?
Out charring.
She hasn't checked, has she?
She'd have picked the eggs up if she had, wouldn't she?
You don't want them done, do you?
It's elder sunshine, isn't it?
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
I'll put the eggs on.
Do you know what I think they ought to do, the government? I think they ought to issue a medal for all them that got through winter. You know, like a campaign medal.
You never mind about medals. They ought to stick some of it on pensions. It's not medals I'm short of.
You must have quite a few, Mr. Tatler.
And the fact that it should me and all, isn't it? When I look at some of the folk that's been honoured, I feel like sending a whole lot back.
Yeah, they do give them to some funny people, don't they?
Pop singers, con men, all kinds of riffraff. Now the blooming House of Lords is full of trade union bosses.
Oh, now, just a minute, Albert.
Now you're talking to a trade unionist now, you know.
That doesn't change my opinion.
Look, you've got to have somebody in the House of Lords that knows what a day's grafting is, don't you?
Well, that long, they've been loading it over for so long that I reckon they're entitled to the robes now.
Do you know what you are, Albert? You are a victim of the capitalist press.
Yes, love.
Yeah, just half a dozen eggs, love.
All my life I've been the victim of somebody or something.
And you're not beaten yet, are you, Albert?
Blooming Kaiser, depression, blitz, unemployment, inflation, and blooming miniskirt.
What's wrong with the miniskirt?
Well, he got here too late. Now there's not but strikes.
And it's all done to aggravate you, isn't it, Albert?
How much is that, Tom?
20p.
Right, there you are. Blooming Arab Republic, that's what we ought to have. Chopping folks' hands off.
Ta-da, Mr. Tatler. He's a case, him, isn't he?
He's the political equivalent of a mad axeman, is Albert. He swipes at everybody.
Oh, sorry, love, your eggs. You've some room to talk.
Hey?
After what you said last night.
Oh, give over. I just told her what it was for.
26p, love, please.
Ta.
Thanks.
Morning.
Ta-da, love.
Ta-ra.
It's the way you did it, Alf.
Look, she knows this place isn't arid. She comes in here to make a fool out of you.
Oh, she doesn't. You know what she's like. You should do.
Yes, I do. Well, I've put up with it for long enough.
Well, it'll be a long time before she forgives us again, after what you said.
Yeah, well, it's all right what you say to some folk, isn't it? As long as it's not the truth.
Doesn't matter whether it's truth or not.
Well, it does to me.
Just because it's truth doesn't mean to say that you have
Look, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Do you understand? I will not be mithered.
Here we are, girls. Look what your Uncle Eddie's got for you. That's it. Look. Now, I want you to look after these for him and keep him warm, all right? And don't eat them, you. That's it. There we are. And don't say he never gives you nothing. Aye, Stan.
I do.
Is there any tea in that pot?
You might squeeze one out.
Oh, great. Taking it easy this morning, are you?
I'm pacing myself, aren't I?
Yeah, well, I might be doing the 100-yard dash in a bit when the Rovers opens, you know.
Well, I've got to take care, you see. I've got these, what's it, biorhythms.
Have you?
I reckon now.
Is there nothing they can do for it?
No, they can't. It's all here. If you've got these biorhythms, it says some days it's advisable not to put your head out the door.
Get away.
Especially if you've got a dangerous job, like climbing ladders. It's all here.
It's amazing what they come up with, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a good job they're discovering these things. Things that we've known about for years.
Oh, Stan, that tea's stewed.
You know where the kettle is. Hey, don't you think we ought to get them 2 eggs and have a quick fry out?
No, you're all right. Leave them where they are.
It's no good leaving them there.
Yes, it is. Look, it gives the hens the idea, you see, when they see the eggs. I think that's where we've been going wrong.
Don't be daft. They either lay or they don't lay. As simple as that.
Oh, no, there's more to it than that, Stan. There's a lot of biology involved with hens, you know.
There'll be no biology when Hilda gets back, will there?
Look, you don't want to see him get the chop, do you?
I've told you, it's our Hilda.
Well, have a little faith and pray for a miracle.
Hey?
I don't suppose you know how it's done yourself.
What?
Killing hens.
Well, you can always give them away.
Do you want them?
No, Tar.
Exactly.
You see what they do, Hilda? They get them by the neck and they sort of twist the neck like that, and it sort of dislocates it, you know.
Well, don't go telling me that. I want somebody who can do it, not describe it.
Keep it down, keep it down.
Well, what's to do? Don't you like it? What's up with?
Having one of her migraines, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Come on, very bad. You know the way it does. Like when Nellie Harvey brought a new fur coat round.
Worse.
Oh, I'm taking the day off. Oh, I'm off right now, I'll tell you.
Hey, you've no sympathy, you. She might be genuinely ill, you know.
Well, is she?
No, but she's in a right off.
Well, she was last night.
Mm.
Yeah? And I know what caused it. Oh? Well, inform us then, will you? She's had a letter. She's had a letter, Fred. I know, 'cause I seen it yesterday and I took note of the postmark. Jersey. Been reading the letters? I don't go round reading other folks' letters. But that's what it'll be. Well, he's always been a worry to her. Got tendencies, you know. He's got what? Oh, definitely. Been in trouble with the police. Oh, get off home. Oh, I know she cracks on he's a manager, but he's not. He's not but a jumped-up waiter. Still, you mark my words. That's where the cause of it lies.
I can't believe it.
Well, I were there, I'm telling you.
Alf!
Alf.
You don't begin to sound like Alf.
Well, I've still got a bruise on my foot when my jaw dropped.
And he said you were all swank to her face.
Oh, God, he didn't stop there. He really let her have it. I mean, it probably sounds funny the way I were telling it, but it weren't at the time.
Oh, I wouldn't have found it funny. I'd have been that embarrassed.
Well, I were more shocked than anything. I mean, I don't mind giving as good as I get, but he really let rip.
Because it's probably nothing to do with Mrs. Walker. It's probably inattentions, like within himself, something like that.
Yeah, well, why bawl out Annie Walker? 'Cause she's swanky. I mean, it's like spitting on sea because it's wet.
Is everything all right between him and Renee?
Yeah, well, Renee was sticking up for.
Oh, yes, I know, but, you know, so...
Ah, now here's that nicely spoken gentleman. I bet he had elocution lessons, for he's not swanky.
It's a very dangerous thing, elocution, you know. I would say that elocution is the vocal equivalent of Fred's toupee. Embarrassing at the best and worse when it slips.
Oh, I hope you've not said that to Fred.
No, but I wish somebody would.
Oh, give over if it makes him happy. Anyway, is this what you come for?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I came to cancel them.
Hey, now?
Sorry.
Well, you can't leave me with 3 dozen of these on my hands.
Yeah, well, you see, it is the committee's money, and,
But you came in yesterday and ordered these.
not quite, and I think I'm in time to cancel them anyway.
Well, I think that's lovely. Thanks very much.
Sorry.
What am I going to do with 3 dozen Easter novelties now that Easter's gone?
Well, I don't know, but you've got a far better chance of doing something with them than I have. I mean, you are running a shop.
But I won't be much longer if I keep doing favours for people like you.
Yeah, well, to be brutally honest with you, I got the same thing elsewhere, only cheaper.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to fall out with
Well,
you.
you just have.
Right, well, I think perhaps I'd better go then before it becomes permanent.
Bye.
Bye.
I just wish I could remember one half what Alf Roberts called Annie Walker.
Oh, now don't go getting
and
yourself
here's another
worked
posh-talking
up.
lump of stuck up.
Don't go on, Rita, don't. It's no good.
And where do you suppose he got them from?
Well, it could have been Reenie. I know Derek did sell some
I'll
to her.
throttle that, Reenie.
But she wasn't to know that Ken were getting them from you.
Then it's you. I'll throttle you.
Me?
Yes, you. If it wasn't for you and Loverboy, I wouldn't be up to here in Easter chickabiddies that I couldn't sell, would I?
I don't suppose Derek can take them back now.
Oh, he'll take them back. If I had to shove them down his throat.
Oh, hello, what are you doing here? I hope you've come to get shut of them hens.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
We've just been discussing it, haven't we, Stan?
Oh, aye, yeah.
How to get shut of them.
Yeah, well, I've been discussing it and all. And it's just a quick flick of the wrist, that's all it is.
Oh, aye, if you know what you're doing. If you don't, it just causes more pain and suffering, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, there's a chopper out there what we use for firewood.
A chopper? I'm not taking a chopper to them hens. I know every one of them hens personally.
Look, your hens, your responsibility. Now, that's the only suggestion I've got for you. Because we can't have a meeting us out of house and home, now can we?
Well, I'm not decapitating Mrs. Walker and Mrs. Sharples.
Well, it's not cruel. Be over in a second, wouldn't it? Well, there's no sense paying 50p an egg, is there? Well, is there?
How many were there today?
Don't know, I haven't looked.
Well, they had. There might be one or two.
Well, you're welcome to them. Just get the hens shifted.
Oh, all right, you can have the eggs. You can have the eggs and then I'll go out now and kill them. Somehow. Then you can take the eggs when they're dead.
Oh, shut up. Go and get the flipping eggs now. Right, you lot. Shift over. Go on. Hey! Do you think they've heard us talking? Luke?
Not bad, eh?
And there's more. There's more here. Cop hold of them.
How many is there?
5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. And a little one. Luke. Must be somebody's first go at having an egg.
Hey, that's 9.
Yeah. Not bad, is it? 9 eggs.
You're right. They must have heard us talking.
Hey, some of them must have laid more than one each.
Yeah, fantastic, that, isn't it?
I never knew they could.
Well, the proof of the pudding's there. You can't argue with that.
Ah, you're right, yeah.
Right, you've got the eggs. Do you want to go in the house now while I do the business?
You are?
You know, wring their necks like you said.
Don't talk so daft.
Yeah, and you just be thankful that they don't put little lines on them anymore.
Is there no hot pot today, Betty?
No, sorry, Chuck.
Why not?
We haven't made any. It's pies.
Oh, pies it will have to be then.
We didn't get round to making any today. Mrs. Walker wasn't too bright.
Oh, I didn't realise you made it fresh. I thought it just marched on day after day, topping up the pan every so often.
Oh, but they do say the second day's best, but I won't trust it any longer than that.
Shattering my illusions, you know.
Hey, my dear. Lovely.
Sorry leaving you to cook, Betty. I've just been sorting the cellar out.
They don't call me Miss Capability for nothing.
Kenneth?
Frederick?
Hey, Salvo, can't
Get us a pint, Stan. I've had the unforeseen expenditure this
Don't
morning.
look at me, I'm skint.
Oh, come on.
Give us a pint, Fred, will you, and 2 glasses. I can't order halves, can I?
Hey.
What?
He's got the rug on.
Oh, why?
Hey, Stan.
What?
Ask your Hilda to lend us a curlers.
What do you want them for?
Oh, they're not for me. They're for Fred, but he's too shy to ask.
All right. Come on. Any more gags, cracks, witticisms? Come on, spit them out. Let's have them. Come on, get shut. Right, you've had your chance.
Feeling better, Mrs. Walker? Well, it's a question of not giving in to it. Very quiet in here. Yes, isn't it? Good afternoon, Mrs. Roberts.
I wonder if I could have a word, Mrs. Walker.
You may, if you insist.
Well, I think you deserve an explanation.
Well, if you want to have a word with me.
Well, I do, but, you know, more in private.
I dare say you'd better come through. What's all that about?
Fancy a bit of an eavesdrop, do you?
No, you better do that. I mean, you're wearing the disguise.
I've told you, Betty.
Though, you sound cheerful enough.
Ah, well, it says the mood takes you into it. Must be this spring weather.
Oh, I know, it's a right tonic, innit?
Yeah, I feel full of beans this morning.
You'll be going back to work then soon, will you?
Oh, I'm fit enough now, you know. Good. I've got to wait for Doc to say it's all right.
Oh, I shouldn't think there's much doubt.
No, I'll be glad to get back and all. I mean, this is all right, you know, but I don't think I'm really cut out for it. Mind you, it is very educational. For every 3 penn'orth of peas that crosses this counter, there's 5 penn'orth of gossip.
Well, I've not come to gossip with you. I've got too many other things to do.
You busy then, Elder?
Well, have you ever known a skivvy that wasn't? Look, I've just come to say, you know my order. You don't mind, do you, Chuck? Well, you can scrub the eggs off it.
You don't want no eggs?
No, well, we'd be overflowing with them. We're going self-efficient in eggs.
Oh, paying off, are they then, your hens?
Oh, yeah, we'll be flogging him to him next. Mind you, they're Eddie's hens, really, but we feed them like.
Eddie's hens?
Strictly speaking, yeah.
Well, you must have got to go first because he was in here this morning buying half a dozen.
He was what?
He bought half a dozen eggs.
He bought half a dozen eggs. Oh, did he?
OK, lovely. See ya. Ta. I'm so glad that you came, Rainy dear.
Well, I'm glad that you know now, Mrs. Walker, and that you're willing to understand.
Yes, indeed, and I'm very concerned about it.
And you know it's nothing really to do with you.
I hope it goes all right in time.
Oh, so do I. It can go either way, you know. 1 minute he's as happy as Larry, and the next it takes the merest thing to send him airless. And it's all to do with the accident, you know.
Mind you, it's been a severe shock to the system.
Oh, it's that blow it up to the head, you know, that worries me.
I think that is all a matter of adjustment, and I shan't say a word.
It's very good of you.
Not at all.
Perhaps we'll see you later.
Was that Alf you were talking about? I was under the impression I was having a private conversation. Come on, I'm not deaf. Well, now, look, dear, you mustn't gossip about it, but it seems that Alf has not been on, what shall we say, an even keel emotionally since the accident. How do you mean? Well, last night he went so far as to make an assault on me. What? Verbal, but violent. Oh, that's never like Al. Exactly. Apparently the doctor is aware of it. It's emotional instability since the accident. Oh, I thought he'd fully recovered. So did I, but apparently it goes deeper than that. Oh. But you must not breathe a word. Oh, I won't. No. Now, where's Fred? I think he's out the back. Well, will you tell him I want a word with him when he's free? It's not important. Yeah. But, I mean, Alf is so placid. It's hard to believe it. What exactly did he say to you? No, dear. No. No, that is entirely forgotten as far as I'm concerned. Fred, Mrs. Walker wants you, love.
Oh, righto.
Yeah, just through there, love. Yeah.
How about tropical fish?
You what?
Tropical fish. I've always had an inclination for tropical fish. We could get an aquarium. We put it over there.
Whatever put that into your mind?
I don't know, it just popped in. Anyway, what do you think?
Well, I've no feelings about them one way or t'other. Aren't they very complicated?
Well, I suppose they are, but God's taken care of all that, hasn't he?
I mean to keep.
Oh, I'll have to find out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, it's an interest for you, isn't it?
It's a funny thing, though, just to come into your mind.
Yeah, well, Tommy Longley got one. I met him on my walk. Maybe that's what sowed the seeds. He got him when he started going deaf.
You don't think you're going deaf, do you?
Oh, don't be daft, love. You don't have to be deaf. You don't. Mind you, it's quite a thought. They'd be very satisfactory for a deaf person. Fish.
It looks like a fish, does Tommy Longley.
You know what they say about dog owners. Anyway, what do you think?
Well, if you want some, that's all right. What exactly do you do with tropical fish?
You just look at them.
You mean you just put your feet up and see what's on the aquarium?
I suppose so. It'd be very restful.
You didn't happen to see what's on at the rocks, did you, on your walk?
No.
Oh, what a shame. I fancy it, Flex.
Oh, well, I'll find yesterday's paper if you want to go out.
Why not?
Ah, right.
It's a long time since we went out.
Well, look, why don't we lock shop up and nip into Rovers for a pint of whey?
Hey, do you think that's a good idea?
Eh? Oh, look, I'm going to have to make me peace with her, aren't I?
It's nice to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, she's not that bad, I suppose. She's harmless enough.
Well, nice to see you back to your old self again. We'll have a right good night.
Ah.
Hey,
Oh, hello there, Hilda. Standing up with you.
feeding the hens, or he should be.
That's the stuff.
Now, what I want to know, if you don't mind, is what was you doing buying eggs?
Who was buying eggs?
You was buying eggs.
Who off?
Off Alf Roberts.
Now, why would I be buying eggs off Alf Roberts?
Well, now you're asking me the question I'm asking you.
Ah, yeah, well,
Well,
Well, I did go in the shop, yeah. And I did come out with half a dozen eggs.
that's what I said.
Yeah, only they weren't for me, they were for Monkey's missus. You know, she said, if you're passing, pop in and get us half a dozen eggs. Anyway, why are you interested?
Well, you can buy eggs for Mrs. Monkey all you want. Just don't try making a monkey out of me. That's all.
Hello. Albert.
Hello there.
She'll be another half an hour yet, Bert, because he's asked her to stop behind to do some specials.
You know what? I think he fancies her.
Listen, she says she don't mind me shrimp trailers any road, and she don't want out because she's going to call to fish up on the way home, so she can wait. But she said if you can't and you fancy a pie out, you can get one.
That's very good of her.
Well, you know what she means.
Oh, yeah. I've got her permission to eat a pie. Mind you, I'm very grateful, otherwise I'd starve. Have I got her permission to buy you a drink, I wonder?
Oh, you what? She'd get jealous.
About time and all.
No, Tam. You know our Jack, don't you? If a buck put his tea on a plate in front of him, he'll eat all in table where it ought to be. Ta-ra, love.
Ta-ra, love. Thanks very much.
Better keep an eye on time, you know. What time's it start?
All right, it doesn't start till 7:20.
Hey, up, you going at Roxy?
Yeah.
Hey, we are. It's a good one, I believe.
Come with us, get a few more and we'll have a shower.
There you go, Al.
Fred, can I have one? I've seen something of yours in the bin.
Oh, well, I had finished with it.
You don't want to go wasting your money like that, you know.
Hello. We're only good for a laugh.
Well, you can give as good as you get, can't you? Look, you want to keep it, lovey, you know. Wear it for your best when you feel like getting dressed up.
You think so?
I think you look very nice in it.
You really think so?
I do.
Oh, well, I'll go and fish it out.
I'll save you the trouble. There you are.
Well, thanks very much, Betty.
You're glad I did, aren't you?
Well, it did cost a bob or two, you know.
Honey.
Hello.
What can I say, love? I don't know what came over me. I mean, it was nothing you did, you know. It was just, well, I suppose I was on edge and you came along at the wrong moment.
Alf, there's no need to say another word.
Well, I think there is, you see, 'cause I
No,
don't...
Alf, honestly. Rena's explained everything to me. It requires no further apology.
Rena's explained.
Alf, I understand.
Rena's
everything.
explained? What exactly have you explained? Would you mind telling me?
Please, love.
You've been here behind my back.
Well, I thought Mrs. Walker should have an apology.
Nobody bloody apologises for me. Did you hear that? A wife that apologises for her husband. What did you tell her? Did you tell her I didn't know what I was doing half the time? Is that my reason for telling a few home truths?
Alf, love, please, now stop it.
I won't stop it until I've had my say, and it's this. If you've got a husband you need to apologise for, you can start looking for another one. Because I've had enough of you.
Stop
I never
it.
want to see you again.
Stop
And that goes for the lot of you.
Stop it!
I've had you lot.
Oh, I can't stand anymore. I can't stand.
They said action was out. They said flares had had it. They're both back.
Go, Bodie.
On Granada Plus.
Go, Doyle.
The Professionals. Okay, so they're not the most PC of guys.
Careful, I'm licensed to thrill.
Maybe the action's a little overblown.
Your life or mine?
And the hair's definitely dodgy.
Mine, I think.
The Professionals, tonight at 8, only on Granada Plus.
Excuse me, think a disposable razor shaves as comfortably as his Gillette Sensor XL?
Yeah.
Well, try Sensor XL. It'll change your mind. After one shave with Sensor XL, we bet you don't go back. Because only Sensor XL has protective microfins for extra comfort.
Whoa.
And self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Disposables don't. And Sensor XL gives more shaves per blade than any disposable.
Excuse me?
Take the Sensor XL challenge. Bet you don't go back to disposables.
Hey, I want my Sensor XL back.
else can from Polaroid.
Polapulse, a kind of pocket light thing from Polaroid.
First I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking maybe I'm not cut out for the countryside. I should have stuck to guinea pigs, I should have really stayed in town. If I'd known for just 1 second that I'd get the runaround. Okay now, whoa! Don't go through here, stop messing about now. Take your snout out of my ear. Aren't you the farmer with the bull that's colourblind? Do you hear a rumble? Do you think I'm out my tiny mind? Oh no, not I will survive. As long as I've had Weetabix, I might just stay alive. I've got a safari park to do, an alligator with the flu, but I'll survive.
Have you had your Weetabix?
Make someone happy this Christmas.
Wicked a PC!
Come to Comet.
It's a brand new They Think It's All Over video with hot rubber action from Silverstone. This show will never be seen on TV.
Vision.
Beecham's actually. You should be in bed with Flu Plus, Beecham's full-strength flu fighter.
Now in new hot berry fruits flavour. Beecham's brings you back.
TV Shop brings you Mega Jukebox, a great reason to dance and be happy. Get 200 original hits from the 50s, 60s and 70s, the hottest sounds from the good old days. That's right, 200 original hits on 10 CDs for an amazing TV offer price. Mega Jukebox is only available from TV Shop, so get ready to have fun. Call this number now.
Hot town, summer in the city, poetry in motion.
Enjoy 3 decades of great music. Order Mega Jukebox today. 200 original hits on 10 CDs for an unbeatable TV offer price. Call TV Shop now.
If Cannon and Ball can get this many
Rock on, Johnny boy! I'm a national figure.
laughs
It's rubbish. No, it is rubbish.
in just
I'm an household name.
30 seconds,
So is Hoover.
half an hour,
See that? Yeah, that's what you should want.
is going to leave you
Not like it.
aching. Cannon and Ball, tonight at 7:30 on Plus.
I love it.
Poor girl. I didn't sleep a wink last night for worrying.
Well, I shouldn't think she got much sleep either.
Terrible thing, you know, dear, illness of that sort.
Yet, you see, with head injuries, I mean, well, you've got to expect anything, haven't you? I mean,
Yes,
she
but-
was warned, you know, of the possibilities.
I know, love, but even that doesn't prepare you for when it happens.
No.
To see a loved one completely change character in the
Mm.
twinkling of an eye, round on you like a wild beast.
I wonder what brought that on. I mean, to go on the way he did last night in the middle of a public bar.
Yes, but you see, love, when they're taken like that, I think they lose all sense of their surroundings, lose control completely. Well, certainly Alf did. It was terrifying.
I don't think he'd have got physical, though. He was only abusive.
Only abuse?
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't think he'd have hit her or anything.
Not that time.
Do you think he might?
Well, in that state, who's to say what might happen, especially if they're provoked?
Ah, but really only...
Now, look, Elizabeth, you know, and I know, and Renee herself knows, that all she did was to make a perfectly reasoned apology to me for his early behaviour. But if he's not rational...
Things get distorted, like.
Precisely.
All right, love.
Yeah, fine. It's on the table. I've poured it out. It might need warming up.
Thanks. Oh, it's just right. You shouldn't have bothered, you know. I'd have come in and made it.
You know, I don't like the way things are going. Between Russia and China. That American visit did no good at all. I don't know which is worse prospect, these two as allies or these two at each other's throats.
Well, don't let's try solving the world's problems, love. Let's concentrate on them at home first.
Look, I said I was sorry for what happened last night.
I don't mean last night. I mean getting you better.
Well, I am better. I feel a bit better every day.
Yes, I know you do, but it can't be right, can it? I mean, if you're making progress, flying off the handle the way you did.
Oh, we're not going to start all that again, are we?
We haven't really talked about it. You were too upset last night. We both were.
Look, I got into a state because I was annoyed about you apologising for me. I'm sorry I got angry, and I've no right to do it in public. It won't happen again. But people do get annoyed, you know, whether they've had a bang on the head or not. It don't make me into a nutcase.
No, I know.
No, well, let's just leave it, shall we? Look, I've said I'm sorry, love. It won't happen again. Can't we just forget all about it?
Yeah, all right.
I'm here, Hilda. What's for breakfast?
You'll be lucky.
Well, there you are. Now have a good look. Go on. Examine it close.
Well, nothing special about it. It looks like an egg.
Ah, but it's a very valuable egg, Stanley. It's the only egg you'll see today what costs a £5 a time to produce.
Oh, give over, Hilda. It never cost that.
How do you know? Have you worked out what it costs to feed and clothe them hens?
We don't clothe them.
Oh, you know what I mean. Give them bed and board, not to mention my time and attention. And how do they say thank you? By laying one dratted little egg between the whole lot of them.
Well, give them a chance, Hilda.
Oh, they've had more chances than Elsie Tanner's had, fellas.
Look, I'll talk to them.
Yeah, give them a little lecture on productivity. That should get them going.
Look, they've got feelings, you know. They probably can't lay in a hostile atmosphere. They need sympathy.
Oh, I don't know. What between you and him and them feathered fools outside? Only one what needs sympathy round here is me.
She's coming at the end of her tether. I know the signs. 2 days' time, then check into the shop, I'll tell you.
Not if they start laying chucky eggs, they know.
Great, but how can we do that?
By giving Mother Nature a hand like we did before.
She'll cotton on. She's not as daft as she looks, you know.
Give over. Who can tell one egg from another except its mam?
Lily Ashwell were asking after you.
What?
I took her a few buns round. She's down with bronchitis again.
Aye, poor lass. She's always ailing.
Oh, she's getting on, you know. We got talking about the old days. Do you remember Harry Phelps?
Piggy Phelps? He was used to sell tripe and trotters on Salford Market.
Aye, when he wasn't standing on Salford Market, you'd find him in his own corner at Joe Lyons. Cup of tea and a round of toast. They used to say he had no home to go to.
Aye, his overcoat always tied up with string. Hey, winter and summer alike.
Woolly gloves on with no fingers.
Aye, mind you weren't that he couldn't afford that different. It was just him.
Tilly Clough, she was another. Do you remember? She used to wear men's hobnail boots with no laces in.
And Tattoo Charlie at Old Front Mill, eh? He used to have some characters in them times.
We've got them today, but these days they're highly paid punk stars.
Aye.
If Piggy Phelps and Tilly Clough were to come back today, they'd be leaders of fashion.
Yeah. You know, I often sit and think about the old times.
No good clinging to the past, Albert. We're stuck with the present, whether we like it or not.
Aye. Or whether it likes us or not.
Well, you're bound to slow down as you get older. It stands to reason.
Look, if you slow down any more, you'll be spending your days stood still.
I do me whack. It's not my fault I can't get round like I used to.
Oh, you want to get yourself fitter, Stan. That's your problem.
My problem's my back. That's a cross I've got to bear.
Exactly. I mean, it can't do you back much good carrying all that flab around, can it? And not to mention your ticker.
I haven't come here to be insulted. I can get that at home, can't I?
We all get a little bit touchy where our weight's concerned.
Yeah, but there's no need, you know. Not if you look after yourself from the start.
I know I've always done my best to keep trim. I believe one owes it to oneself.
Yes, I quite agree.
I can remember the time when you were as lithe and muscular as young Steve there. Thin as a whippet he was, believe it or not.
Hey, now, steady on. All right, I might have filled out a bit, but, well, I like to think I'm still in pretty good shape.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, in any case, he's a few years younger than I am. Oh, and I keep saying it's got nothing to do with age. And I've no intention of walking around with 6 or 7 spare tyres round me, even when I'm as old as you are, Ken. Or Oggy.
Oh, it's not easy, though, is it? You know, when you like the good things in life. I mean, with me, I'd no more think of saying no to a plate of fish and chips than I would to, well, winning the pools.
It's absolutely true what they say, isn't it? Most people dig their graves with their teeth.
Oh, rubbish. All these people trying to keep fit with their jogging and their dieting. No. What's the sense of doing that? You're going to make yourself miserable. Give us another pint, will you? Am I right, Ken?
No, Stanley. Don't think you are. I'm sorry to say, I think he is. You know, I was beginning to feel quite fit and healthy until we started having this conversation.
Well, I'll go and get some lunch on if you're all right in here.
How many more times do I have to tell you?
You're all right. I'm a fusspot.
Box of mashes, 2 cheese and pickle barm cakes, and half a dozen eggs.
You buying eggs? I thought you had your own little production line next door.
Yeah, well, that's true, definitely.
Oh, been letting you down, have they?
No, they haven't. They're little belters, them hens.
So, what are you buying eggs for?
It's a shop, innit?
As far as I know.
Well, I should have thought that all that concerns you is what people buy, not why. Now, do I get them eggs or not?
Oh, you get them, Eddie, you get them.
Actually, they're for Monkey's missus. I mean, fresh-laid eggs are wasted on here. She'd soon have stale, shop-bought ones, you know. No accounting for some people's taste, is there? Ta-ta.
Think he's up to something?
I would say in the circumstances there's a strong probability.
To do with them chickens?
Yeah, well, eggs and chickens usually go together, aye.
Shall we investigate?
How?
Leave it to me.
No, I'm serious, Ken. Why don't you think of starting him up again?
Got a dog with a bone, you, when you get going, aren't you?
Well, I think it's important, that's why. I don't see why you stopped the Keep Fit classes in the first place.
I'd love to do Keep Fit. Do you know, I get out of breath just running upstairs from the cabin to the flat these days. Well, I mean, that's not right.
Personally, I think a sensible diet and a modicum of exercise are all that a normal person requires. Moderation in all things for healthy living.
Well, some of us haven't got your discipline, Mrs. Walker. I mean, take me. When chocolate's coming through the window, my willpower flies out through the door.
I wouldn't mind going jogging. I've often thought of that.
Well, why don't you go?
Oh, I feel silly on my own.
Well, I'll go with you.
Would you really?
I will if you will. Say tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Nothing too strenuous to start. Say just once round the block, all right?
Right. I say, Ken, why don't you put a notice up at the centre? I'm sure lots of people would like to join. You know, people like me who think they'd look silly on their own. But, well, if there's a whole gang of you.
A right bunch of silly joggers.
Well, actually, that's not a bad thought. Particularly taken in conjunction with something somebody else said earlier today about the young, lithesome, muscular, whippet-like Kenneth Barlow they used to know and love.
Now, Kenneth, I didn't mean...
All right, Mrs. Walker. No offence taken. In fact, you might have done me one heck of a good turn.
I hope you remember that when you come staggering in here with every muscle in your body aching.
I take it you won't be joining us then, Mrs. Turpin?
No. I'll be your team mascot if you like.
Oh, by the heck. One of these days I'll find my arms are stretched clean down to the floor. Lugging shopping, lugging washing, lugging flipping vacuum cleaners. Well, come on, take it off me then.
Oh, what are you getting there, Briggs?
If you shifted a few less of these a week, we'd all be better off.
Don't you start. I've had a row with young Fisher in the roads about that. Besides, spuds are good for you.
Not fried up into great clumping greasy chips and stuffed between 2 doorsteps of bread and marge, they're not. If you had any consideration, you'd buy me a shopping trolley. Well, a car would be nice. I mean, other working class folk have cars. But being an Ogden, I'll settle for a shopping trolley.
Don't be down in the dumps, Hilda. I don't like to see you without a smile on your face.
Now, what have I got to smile about? Just name me one thing.
Well, judging by the squawking and clucking that's been going on in that backyard, our little feathered friends have been very busy on our behalf.
Yeah, if I know 'em, they was probably holding a strike meeting. I mean, never mind laying, they'll be picketing next.
All the same, it's worth having a look. Or shall I go?
No, I'll go. No rest for the wicked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, Sam, Eddie, come here a minute. Hey, look at this. 5 new laid eggs. Aren't they clever? Ah, you didn't let your Auntie Hilda down after all, did you? I hope you're going to keep it up, just for me, eh?
I thought you got 6 eggs.
Oh, give me some credit, Stanley. Hens don't lay eggs in nice tidy half dozens. I think she would have cottoned on.
Oh,
There we are, Duchess. What did I tell you? Everything comes to her who waits.
Hey, I've just lugged about 10 ton of shopping home, and would you believe I've come back without the very thing I went out for?
You needn't have carried it all, Mild. If it were all that heavy, Alf would have dropped it in for you.
Oh, well, that's very good of him, but I couldn't really expect him to, seeing as I got it at the supermarket. Well, I mean, they do have coppers off everything, and you have to make the pound in your pocket stretch as far as you can, don't you?
All right, Hilda. What is it you've forgotten that we can sell you?
A packet of salt. Guess what I'm having for my dinner? 2 boiled eggs, fresh from my own hens. Oh, there's naught to beat the taste of a new laid egg, is there? Sweet as a nut.
Don't tell me you're getting so much out of that menagerie at last, Hilda, apart from a load of clucking.
Well, naturally. Oh, they're into their stride now and laying beautiful, lovely big eggs and all, not like what you get in here. Oh, wait, no offence meant. Only free range is best. There's no getting away from it.
I bet if she wanted ticks, she wouldn't go to the supermarket. What's the joke?
You might say, what's the yoke?
Oh,
Well, come on, tell.
It's a shocking
it
story.
is very nasty.
Do you think Elsie can take it?
Oh, I think she's just about old enough, aye.
It's the sordid truth about the Ogden's eggs.
It's these new laid, free range, fresh as a nut eggs that Hilda thinks her hens are laying.
Hilda thinks her hens, but they're not. Oh, come on, don't stop now.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
Oh, what about Gail? Do you think she'll come?
Yeah, she will if I tell her she is, yeah.
And, what about Elsie?
Well, it depends what you're asking me. If it's a fabulous night out, the answer's yes.
Early morning jogging club.
The answer's no.
If I were you, Ken, I'd quit while I was ahead. 2 out of 3's not bad.
Yeah, you don't think that she could be convinced? Fair enough.
Not even if you tell her she's terribly out of condition, could do with losing some weight, has an early morning smoker's cough that lasts the entire day. She'll not listen to you, will you?
No.
See?
All right, I know when I'm licked. I'll let you know the arrangement. I'll go and see who else's arm I can twist.
Gerard.
Hey, where you going?
Into town. I'm going to give them job agencies another go. Worth a try?
I've got a right scream to tell you.
Well, tell us when I come in tonight. If I run, I'll catch the 1:30 bus. Yeah, that's another thing you couldn't do. Run for a bus.
I'll tell you something, kid. I've given up running after things, whether it be buses or fellas. Neither of them are worth catching.
Where's Alf now?
He's gone for a walk. He wanted a breath of fresh air.
All right today, is he?
Well, yes, he seems to be. As a matter of fact, we had a laugh about the Ogdens.
Oh.
But to be honest, Betty, I'm living from moment to moment. 1 minute is all right, and the next. Have you got a minute? Only it's more private in here, you know.
Well, I'd like to help you, lovey, but well, I really don't know what I can say.
Oh, it's like I'm treading on eggshells, Betty. I've got to watch every word I say, in case it upsets him.
Well, does he know this is how you feel?
Oh, yeah, he only gets more annoyed and he thinks I'm fussing. Oh, he's very sorry for what happened last night in the pub. He bitterly regrets it. But he seems to think I'm using it against him.
In what way?
Well, he says he's not a nutcase and anybody can lose their temper.
Well, they can.
Oh, I know, but not Alf. Oh, he has a bit of a paddy, I know, but nothing like that, and never in public. I mean, it just seems a different man. Oh, drat. Not be a minute.
Okay.
It's a little lad bringing back empties. You see, the doctor, he warned me that this could happen. He said that his personality might change because of the accident.
Well, then, perhaps it's only a temporary thing, lovey.
If it were, I could cope. But I don't know, do I? I don't know whether it's going to stay like this or get worse. And if so, how much worse? He was only violent with words last night, Betty. Oh, I am frightened.
Of Alf?
Not of him. For him. You see, I think he could be seriously ill. And he won't talk about it, so what can I do?
Sit down, lovey. Come on. You can't go on, lovey, living under this sort of strain indefinitely. I mean, you'll be the next one to crack. Look, you've got to make him see, lovey, that he needs help. And if he goes and there's nothing wrong, well, that's grand. At least you'll both be reassured.
But how can I convince him of that? Everything's fine. Well, almost, so long as I keep off the topic. But the minute I mention it, he goes off the deep end. Oh, and Betty, I can't stand another scene like we had in pub last night.
Look, you can't go on hiding your head in the sand like that, love. It's going to do nobody any good. Look, why won't he talk about it? I mean, have you any idea?
I suppose he's frightened too.
You won't go to the doctors in case there is something wrong?
Close your eyes and it'll go away.
Well, perhaps it will.
And if it doesn't, if we're too late?
Then, love, you've only got yourself to reproach. You know, because you weren't brave enough or strong enough while there was still time to do something about it. I mean, even if it means a few upsetting scenes, look, if you can make him face up to it and do something about it, well, surely that's worth a few restless nights.
What you're saying is it's up to me.
Susie, you in? No, she must be still out job hunting. What colour did you say it was?
Pink, frosted pink. She said it was too toffee-ish for her, so I may as well have it. I'll have out if it's free.
She's mad, you know. She buys a different bottle every week and never finishes. Here it is. Wait a minute. There. Oh, I think that's a nice colour, don't you?
Yeah, it's all right. For where I go.
Yeah, well, life's a bit like that, isn't it, kid?
Yeah, you know how it is. Still, mustn't complain.
No, but you mustn't accept either. You've got to make the most of your opportunities in this world.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you.
See you do.
Now, there's a cert, if ever I've seen one.
I wouldn't count on it.
Ken's forming a jogging club, Susie. We're hoping you'll join.
Yeah, he did mention it. I'll have a bit of lemon, please, with ice if you've got it.
So we can count on you to be all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I've got to get myself a decent job before I give me spare time to anything else.
Oh, it's only a few minutes a day. Susie, you must join. Everybody else is.
Yeah, I probably will.
Oh, good.
Tana.
Oh, now how did you get on, Ken? I got 5 girls interested in the factory. Well, 4 definite and 1 possible.
And there's a young couple that comes in the cabin. They're very keen and they're going to tell all the friends. Even the paper lads will give it a try.
And what about Rita?
Oh, no, she says she's more one for indoor sports.
Yeah, well, she's got the right idea. According to that Dr. Bernard, you're all potty. An orgy would do you a lot more good than running from here to Kingdom Come. Now, if you organise something like that, I might just let you twist my arm.
If it was something like that, I can't see anybody rushing to twist your arm.
What's wrong with me?
Well, if it came to playing sardines, Chuck, I'd rather be locked in a cupboard with King Kong.
What makes you think I'd want to be locked in a cupboard with you anyway? What makes you such a flaming hot property?
I've more admirers than you have.
Yeah, and they've all got little white sticks and all.
No need to get personal.
Well, she's always making cracks about my appearance. She wants to have a look at herself for a change. I mean, for a start, with a bum like that, she could change the course of the Nile. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror in them tight jeans?
I don't have to stand and be insulted by a big, fat, ignorant slob like you, thank you very much.
Oh, dear.
Oh, she did seem very upset.
And she usually takes that sort of thing in a stride.
Yeah, well, I think she's still not found herself a job.
Yeah. I know she fancies herself, but you didn't have to go after that hard, did you, Eddie?
Yes, I did. Anyway, it's not just her. It's all them girls who think they're God's gift, turning me down as if I was just a bit of dirt. I mean, I might not have a flash car or be John Travolta, but I am human, you know. I have got feelings.
Well, so is Susie.
Yeah, well, she'll get over it. Water off a duck's back to her. Why don't you have a bit of sympathy for me for a change?
He's just a big, fat, ignorant slob. Who gave him the right to criticise? Who made him God?
Chips or salad?
Salad. I could boil him in flipping oil, I could, honest.
I suppose I'd better ask who the object of all this love and affection is. Eddie Big Gob Yates.
Oh, I've got a right scream of a story to tell you about him.
He's just an uncouth slob.
Well, I don't know what he's done to you, but you ought to what he's done to poor old Hilda.
Insulting me in front of a pub full of people. What's he done to Hilda?
Well, you know the silly moo thinks them chickens have started laying again. Well, it's a contract. All them eggs are from the corner shop.
What for? Where's the sense in that?
I don't know, but there must be some method in his madness. Imagine sticking all them shop-bought eggs on a chicken's bottoms and Hilda thinking she's hit the jackpot.
Elsie, can I put another couple of eggs on to hard boil?
No. One's enough. You get egg bound.
Oh, I don't want to eat them.
You are?
Now, what would happen if Hilda suddenly found those precious hens of hers were laying hard-boiled eggs? She wouldn't think that was a miracle in nature, now would she? She'd tumble to the fact that some great big twit's been conning her, and which great big twit's had more to do with them birds than she has.
Oh, hell hath no fury like Hilda Ogden scorned. Hey, Eddie Yates is going to need a flaming bodyguard.
Now, little stop him keeping his nose out of other people's business, including mine.
And don't miss Coronation Street throughout the week, although this week things are a bit different because of Christmas. There's no daily visit to Coronation Street on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. Back to this evening, and coming next, a new series to Granada Plus, comedy from Cannon and Ball.
Testing.
This is going to be a decent do.
A sausage roll, little canopy.
No. There's going to be no drunkenness or disgusting behaviour.
Gold, frankincense and myrrh.
For you and me, dear.
It's a madhouse over there.
I've been trying to get it off since tea time.
Happy days are here again.
In apple.
Christmas on the street.
In apple blossom time.
Saturday at 3 on Granada Plus.
Don't move.
We got a bit of a do-on.
Sorry.
George Marlowe is still our prime suspect.
I didn't kill her.
They call me Fitz. What do they call you? Twisted pervert.
You are a killer and they know it. We don't like conflict.
I don't like any breakfast cereals.
This is Williams, 5-0. Booker.
Problem that will agitate the little grey cells.
Your father has absconded, and you mustn't expect to see him again as long as you live.
Hello, my name is Michael Caine.
Who said there's nothing to watch on television? There is on Granada Plus.